Hey everyone, Oldwolf's here.
How you doing?
I'm waiting for everybody to hop on. They're supposed to want to hop on. If they don't hop on, you're going to see a bald-headed guy with a beard with some glasses. Yeah, I have a job. I provide.
Did Terry just pay $10 to see me dance?
Yeah. I have a job.
How you doing?
When you see the train wreck, it's just me, right?
Yeah.
It's just the way I do it.
How you doing?
You realize my wife's gonna disown me, right?
See ya. Hold on. I can't. See ya. How you doing? It's that time again, Thursday at 7 o'clock for the train wreck. I pick up my books on Wednesdays. I can't look at them until I bag them, and I can't bag until I show them to you. So hey, that's how it goes, right? Oh, we got people popping in here. Oh, and over to my left, we have Mrs. Oldwolf doing what she does. There you go. See? Okay. So just so look in the chat, people already was over here already. So look at this. Got Justin. He already left though. He just said hi, took off. Get John. I provide. Yes. You got Paul De Silva. She hasn't disowned you yet. No, not yet. She's sitting right next to me. You think that's why I keep it, because I think that's a great opener.
You do think that's a great opener?
I think it's a great opener.
You really do.
Yes, I do. All right. Before I forget, because I always do, here's my shout out screen. I'm too lazy to yell it out at everybody. So there you go. If you take a quick look, if you're not in there, let me know. There's probably some behind the banner. But you're probably in there. Hey, Bedazzle, how you doing? Yeah. She's already talking. Okay. All right, I gotta take this off because you're over here, and let me take that off. There you go. Yeah, she's over here talking, like distracting the hell out of me. So,
Please.
all right. I'm drinking a little wine today. We'll see how it goes. Maybe I'll change it over. Nope. I gotta put it in the comments here. There you go. I got my books. Not too many. Trying to cut down. I got my bling bling that's not been working. We'll see if it works. I got my bags and boards. Picked some up this week. We'll show the books. I'll put the URL in, and it's ooh. Let's see if I can do this. I learned last week. Hold on. All right, that goes there. That goes there. And what do? I do this. I do that. John, you're going to be so proud of me. All right, it's in. All right. Let me take this off because it's going to bother the hell out of me. Okay. Let's do this. I learned something. I did remember. See? All right. First book up, my only Marvel. It's going to be distracting. Okay, hold on. Still watching. Oh, I did it again, did I? I did it again. I'll never get this right. All right, let's do this again. All right, you do this. Okay. You do this. You do this. All right, hold on. You do this. And you do this. And you put this over here. And then you put this over here. Paste. Boom. Then I do this and replace pin message. All right, we get rid of that because I don't want to be that squirrel. Squirrel. All right, is that right now, JP? I know. I feel so bad. No, point it out so I do it right. Maybe next week I'll get it right the next time. Okay. I bought. It's always the best part of the. What, watching me struggle? It's the whole show watching me struggle. Kenneth, how you doing? So, all right. So I picked up Daredevil, Cold Day in Hell. I didn't get the regular one. I got the Rose Besh cover. Why not? Be a little different. Everybody's going to get the A cover. Bueller, how you doing, buddy? All right. Everybody's going to get the A or B. So I got the Rose Besh cover because nobody else is going to pick it up. It's true. Not many people are going to pick it up. But I did go through it real quick. It looks good. The premise of the story looks cool. The only thing is I don't know who this guy is. The baddie on this one. I don't know who that guy is yet. So again, I haven't read it. So hey, boss. So we'll see how it goes. Right. Let's see if this bling bling works. It worked. Hot diggity. All right, I'll put this right here. That was my old marble. I don't get a lot of marbles. That's one I picked up. DC, ready? Benny, how you doing? Hey, John, you're going to love this one. It's a cover by. Merely a cover by. I don't know what's going on in the book. Not at all. John does. Merely a cover by. Can't say much about it because I don't read it. John does. Ask him. I mean, this is only issue 32, and he's got like 150 of them. Next one. Another cover by the Wonder Woman, number 6. I guess what? Just like Unlimited, I guess. Put out a Wonder Woman cover similar to this. So it's like a matching type of thing. So I picked this one up too. Oh, see, the camera just went out. It's killing me. Oh. Oh, oh. If I put it to the table, it works. Hey, Paul, I think I need a new phone. Absolute Superman. Basically, I'm just basically picking up the basic, the Trinity, right? Absolute Superman, absolute Wonder Woman. I said I was going to drop Batman, but I'm going to pick it up just to see, keep it going, to see what happens. So I guess welcome to Smallville. So we understand. We all in the last issue we find out what happened to the planet, what happened to his parents, how he's in the rocket kit and coming here. So I'm assuming this is him landing, and I think so. Ooh, it's already been told. Somebody already said he's in the bag. He's in the bag. There he is, right there. He's got some tats. Look at some tats on that arm. So I'm gonna keep it going. See how it goes. This Wonder Woman's been solid. The last Wonder Woman was pretty good, actually. It was very good. We'll see about this one. Another absolute title that came out this week, Green Lantern. I like, again, everybody's getting the A cover, the B cover. I like the chrome ones. I didn't get the one for Absolute Batman, and I don't remember if I don't know, and I didn't get the one for Flash. But I was able to pick this up. I did thumb through it real quick, and it looks like Hal John is having a tough day. So I'll give it a read. I don't know if I'm shiny. I don't know if I'm going. Oh, there's a lot going on here. Anyways, don't know if I'm going to pick it up. Let me read it. Let me find out. I did pick up the Manhunter. I haven't read it yet. It's over there. I did pick up the Flash. I read that one. I don't know if I'll be picking that up, but I'll see. We'll see about this one. Oh, the fingerprints. Ugh. I don't know if I'm gonna be. Oh. There you go. That is the last of the DC. Like I said, it wasn't a big week. Now it's the Independents. Image, Hornsby and Halo. Still, it's part of the Ghost Machine run. Titles. This is the Family Odyssey, which is also the Rockefellers. Rockefellers? No, Rockefellers. Whatever. Who cares? Anyways, this is a cute book. It's keeping me entertained, but it's like it's more of a I don't know. It's not a kids book, but it's not. It's more of a could be how you doing? But to me it's for a younger reader. But we'll see how it goes. I did read this one, I know. So I lied to you guys. I do read them before I bag them, and so they're finding out more about their powers. They're finding out more that they have a guardian for the most part, who's been in their lives, the Judicator, who's been in their lives all their lives, and they as different people, and they never knew it till just now. It was their bus driver. It was the cop down the street. It was a teacher. It was the librarian. This Judicator has always been there to watch over them. He's saying, okay, it's time for you to know what you are, where you're from, and at the end of the book, they're going to find out where they're from and who they really are. So, again, enjoyable. I'm reading. This is number 5, but it's more towards a younger reader, maybe. I don't know if you're reading it at all. Let me know. Let me know if I'm not seeing this the right way. What the hey? Come on. Oh, did I get it? All right. Oh, excuse me. Boom. Next one. Also a image book. Hyde Street. This one is an excellent read. This is their version of a 70s horror, which I always do like. Well, this one has the woman from the Devour. Her name is Mrs. Goodbody, Ms. Goodbody. So it gives her a backstory, which is so cool. They do introduce another character that will be bringing up. Her name is yes, Sisterhood. So they're bringing more characters into this backstory to build up this universe of Hyde Street. Excellent, an excellent read. It's a good read. You like when I say good read?
No.
No, she doesn't like when I say good read. It's an excellent read. I'm truly enjoying this book. Did I say that okay? No?
No,
Ugh.
you put me to sleep.
I'm putting her to sleep. Oh, jeez. Aren't you glad you don't sub? My own wife don't sub up to me.
Aww.
I know. I need the subs.
Oh, poor Tony.
Yeah. Hit the thumbs. Sub. Thumbs up. Sub. It's free. Paul Lou, what you doing? Last but not least, Gatchaman, number 8. So in the last issue, it begins at they're in a martial arts match. There is a fighter there that is brought in to train the recruits. And so during the time when he's being introduced, this giant moth is throwing out a gas out of the bad guys always have the big characters, right? Oh, Kevin, how you doing? So he's throwing, the moth is throwing some gas out its ass, and it makes everybody angry and want to fight. So they're trying to protect the people and get rid of the moth type of thing. They go down with their gas masks and they're breaking it up. And one of the characters, I mean, you guys ain't reading this, so I mean, oh, this is pretty good. Anyways, one of the characters loses his mask and is overcome by the gas, and that's how you find out that they're gonna fight. So and I just saw the last page on this, and like, this is good. This is good. Again, this is a throwback when I was a kid. That's why I'm picking it up. I think it's ending soon. I don't think it goes past 10. They usually have a little guide here. 10 ends in May. So yes, this is number 8. So there's 2 more issues here. They do throw out little miniseries here and there, which I'm getting. Gatchaman, Only One Earth. I'm also picking that up and reading it. Number 2 already came out. It's Mad Cave's doing a great job with this stuff. It's nostalgia. It's bring back my childhood, that type of thing. Oh shit, it's not working. Hold on. Oh, screw this noise. Boom. There you go. Ding. So I just had multiple O's. There you go. Done. There you go. That's what I pulled up for the week. Now, if you guys want to hop on. Let's go. Come on. It's only 20 past.
Oh my.
I know, huh? I got stuff here that I can show, which I'm going to, because nobody's in the backstage. It's killing me.
Oh my.
I know, huh?
I don't know about this.
I can't whistle.
Seems kind of suspicious to me.
I know, huh? All right. Excuse me, sirs. And madam. All right. Look at this puppy. Oh my. All right.
Dude.
Do that. We should have made this desk bigger, huh? You think? Okay. So this last Saturday, I went to Big Daddy John. his house. He's in Rhode Island, and we met some people there. You know, Mark Spector was there. Kevin, Karate Kev was there, and so and John. I can't remember his channel. I apologize. We met there. We all bought a bottle of bourbon. So we did a testing and stuff like that. A test tasting.
Tasting.
We did a tasting. I know, huh? And downstairs, John's basement is basically a little store, a little LCS. Back issues all the place. He's got them on the wall. Actually, maybe I can pick it up. Hold on. Give me a few seconds here. So, you know, we do this with like once a year, every other year. And, you know, just to spend some, you know, everybody, the time before this, we did scotch. And it had to be from different, oh, hello, sir.
Here I am.
There you are.
I thought about coming in as quickly as possible so that we don't start talking about food.
Well, we're going to talk about food. Don't worry about it. Somebody will always bring up food.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, I'm trying to find out. So we went. JP's here. JP,
What's up?
How's it going, fellas?
how you doing?
I'm doing.
How's your foot?
So,
How's your foot?
we're definitely doing much better. I am ready though to be a little under 2 weeks before I go back and hopefully get cleared to like wear regular shoes. I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully, so tired of walking around with the giant like club foot. But
Are you still working from home or?
I'm still doing some from home, but I'm also going in now. So
Okay.
Thankfully there's my office is by a door that's right by the parking lot, so I can just park right next to that door and go in. Normally that spot's reserved for the public, but not lately. So,
Not
they
anymore.
have other spots. There's more than that, so they can deal.
Yeah, they can walk. You can't.
So yeah, I've been ducking in and just to get out of the house some. So
I wanted to show a little thing about his place, and I can't find it. Oh well, I should set it up in front of you. So actually, I picked up. So I was down. So we all got together. We did some bourbon tastings. He had some food there, which was so cool. And then we went downstairs, and it's set up. He's got long boxes. He's got a wall of comics, a whole nine yards on there. So I picked up some stuff, and I also got the box had stuff from Dave, Mark Spector, and I Kevin, Karate Kev did this.
oh, nice.
Yeah. I ended up with a 0.8, an 8.0 of Moon Knight number 29.
Very nice.
All right, so I'm gonna get those out of the way because all right, I'm gonna show you this stuff. Are you ready?
Sure.
So let me see. All this stuff is the stuff I got from. Oh, that doesn't mean anything. All right, so yep, still going. Yeah, okay. So this is the stuff I bought from John. I gotta rebag some of this stuff, but here we go. Ready?
Make yourself big.
Oh, make me big. That's right. Hold on. Boop. All right, here we go. Put the glass over here. So I picked up a little JLA.
Oh, nice.
Picked up a little Captain America and Falcon. This is a 204. Don't know if there's any significance to it, but
I think it's still part of the Mad Bump storyline.
oh, there you go. Oh, it's got tape on the corner. I didn't see that. Oh, it doesn't matter. Anyways, this one is just because I love the character. I think I got 2 of these already.
I'm not Savage.
Yeah.
You know the Savage sort of Conan had better adaptations of the Conan pulp stories than Conan the Barbarian. For some strange reason, at Marvel, they did the Doc Savage novel adaptations in the color comics and original stories in the magazine.
Really?
Yeah, it makes no sense.
I know.
So picked up Alpha Flight 1. Never had it. It'd be nice to have. This one was just for the booty.
I'm stunned.
I'm stunned. I know, huh?
I can't believe you didn't buy something like that.
I know, not me.
So disappointed.
I know. There's tags on it, prices on it, but they don't matter. So I picked Avengers 168.
Very nice.
Got a nice little flash there. It's 263. Guys, a nice little Superman here for 270.
Very nice.
I'm going to rebag these puppies. I just don't. Who cares? I mean, they don't. The numbers don't mean anything, anyways. So I got Captain Marvel 37 and number 12.
Well, Mylar looks like a nose bag.
I know, huh? I'm gonna make sure I take the price tag off them. Maybe keep the bags. It makes them look good.
You said it's shiny.
So I get some Strange Tales. So I got 164. I don't know if that's better, but let's clear. 166. 160. 158. No, 53. Sorry, 53. $148. That's where I get the 8 from.
Very nice.
I know. 142. So I picked these up because they go together. I got let's take this off of here. Web of Spider-Man number 6, Amazing Spider-Man 268.
Ah.
There you go. This is an absolute reader copy. 131.
That's old.
You know, I never had the first appearance, so I mean it's a beater, that's for sure. But I got another Flash, 327. I got some Titans here. New Teen Titans 26 and 35.
All right.
Those
So an
covers were
assortment
very
of different stuff.
Huh?
Say a big assortment there.
Yeah, he's got boxes. I mean, when he gets an issue, and if he gets a better one, he sticks it in the box downstairs, right? For the kid keeps the better one. I already have like 2 of these. But if you every time you see the asthma monster, Captain, I actually have the second appearance of him in the boxes, but I got like 5 of these. So I picked up another Flash. This is 325. Commandy number 43. I got a Captain America 122. Nice Scorpion cover. Again, it's been loved, but hey, here we go. I picked up. Let me take these off of here. I'm doing a shitty job. You're telling me. Marvel Premiere 13 and 7. And this one, I couldn't pass this one up. No way in hay. Yeah,
No way and hey. Okay.
no way in hay. Can I pass this one up? Aquaman, number 47.
Very nice.
I don't know if it's a cardi. I think it is.
Could be. I think so.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but I couldn't pass that one up. So,
No.
so that was from John.
Very nice.
We're not done yet, buddy.
Well,
This,
still got more stuff.
this is a bunch of different books that Dave gave me.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I even got here you go. Ooh,
It's a Dave sticker. Mhm.
Yeah, I got a Dave sticker. And there's no, I don't know if there's any rhyme to reason to this. I don't know. Maybe he had like a bunch of books he wanted to get rid of. He had no place to put them. Say, hey, I'm gonna give him Tony.
Tony likes random stuff.
I like random stuff. GI Joe Special Mission. Well, okay, I got a 9. I got a 10. I got a 4. I got a 5. I got a 6. I mean, that means it's a Zach cover. That one is. I got a number 8. I got this one. I don't even know what this is. Oh, wait a minute. There's a card back here. This is a Bunny Mask, number 2, volume 2, limited edition, 27 out of 300. I'll take it.
So somebody, I forget who it is that collects those big time. Like it's big into that. I forget. Somebody, one of the chats I'm in.
Oh, look, I got a Karate Kevin in here.
Kevin sticker. There you go.
Oh, I'm over here. Oh, I got a Red Room, a number 4, but it's a homage to 227 and to what was it? It's an early Batman, right? Or
Yeah, I forget which one it is. It's an early tech, I think.
Yeah. So that's cool. I like picking up.
What number it is.
I got a Judgment Day, no bag. It's a free comic book day.
Yeah, I think that's that first Daughter of Blade thing.
Oh, is it?
Mm-hmm. I think so.
Sweet. Okay, I'll ping these later. So I got a Savage Spider-Man number 1 variant.
Okay, interesting.
I got another sticker here.
Just hidden all throughout.
Yeah, they're all in here. So I got a Amazing Spider-Man, all new story. Doc Kingdom starts now, number 6.
Okay.
I got some Bloodshot. This is number 3. Oh, this is cool. This is is it Closet? This was a good read. Heroes Convention. Yeah, The Closet, number 1. This was actually a good read. I have another sticker. I got a Daredevil 249.
Rick Leonardi.
I have this one needs a bag. I got a nice little shiny number 1 House of Slaughter. Shiny. Another special mission. This is a number 11. I might as well find out how many issues we're in and get a whole thing. Oh, this has got to be
33, I think.
Hey, love. I got a
Special
Hulk
mission-
here. Excuse
Special
me?
missions. I think it was 33 issues.
Really?
Yeah, but don't take my word for it. Better
It's
check.
okay. I might get
Because
close.
I always get it mixed up which one went to 50. It was special missions or European missions. Because there was the European missions which were reprints from the UK Comic Action Force.
Hey, John, I just showed all the books I got from you. Now I'm doing Dave's books. I'm telling you, man. Next time we have it, everybody come down. Everybody come down to Rhode Island. We're gonna have a good time. So I got a Hulk number 6, variant edition. This one is probably like a 18th printing or something. So I got an Aliens number 1.
18th printing.
Let's find out. Maybe let's say, I don't know.
Yeah.
Third printing.
Third, there you go.
Yeah. It was a fine time. Thank you very much. Thank you guys did. You and the wife did great. Thank you. Thank you very much. I have a an Aquaman number 1 on the Convergence. I got a Klaus and the Crying and the Crying Snowman, Grant Morrison. I have a Moon Knight number 10 variant. I got another Dark Knight's Death Metal number 2. Nice cover. Another Convergence. It's a Suicide Squad number 1, I think. Yep, number 1. I have a Marvel Universe free. Have to look into that, see what that is.
Yeah.
Superman, Man of Steel, number 5. Oh, here we go. This one's loved, but it's awesome. And Unexpected, number 193.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's another loved one. Wiz Comic. Number 119. Yeah, this has actually been loved a lot.
Well, yeah, but it's also like technically like Golden Age, I think.
Yeah.
So.
Thundering action with our favorite Captain Marvel. Lance O'Casey, Golden Arrow. It's like, oh, okay, all right, here we go.
Oh, no, the chat just went to crap.
Ooh.
No, not John. After that. More recently than that.
This guy right here.
Yeah. That guy.
It's Perryman. He's doing Pokemon cards.
He's doing Pokemon cards.
Yeah, he's playing Pokemon now.
Why is that not a surprise?
So I got an annual for X-Men number 16.
Or do you have to start a new channel for that? His 750.
He's probably going to. Yeah, I think he's going to. Here's a 12 center. It's a Kid Cult Outlaw.
Pokemon.
Iron Mask.
Number. Okay, that 5 is on the bag.
During
Yeah.
the stage when they had tried to have super villains.
Pokemon's been on fire for a long time, Perry.
I was gonna say you're not
on fire because it's burning.
not
down.
on the front end of that, Perry. I hate to tell you.
Yeah. You're on the tail end, but he'll make another 10,000 views on.
Oh, I know. He'll make another channel and get like 30,000 subscribers. Of course, 29 of those will be his other channels, but it's still.
Yeah. So I got an X Factor annual number 1. Hey, Rob. I got a Defenders 26. I got a G.I. Joe Special Missions number 1. Another Zet cover. I might as well look for the whole thing. And last but not least, I have the Avengers number 38. Legacy 738.
Finish.
I'm getting Ganesh over here because all the books are on me. I gotta rebag these puppies. Maybe I'll do another show later and just bag these things.
That is what he typed, Perry. He spelled it the same.
So what do you guys? So get Spox away from me. Okay. So how about you guys?
What about
I
it?
went to the monthly comics dinner party because I haven't been in a while.
Nice.
Yeah, we usually have a cartoonist as a special guest, and they brought out this woman. I didn't know her, but she did an indie comic that was exclusively collages. So it was visually interesting, but as is typical of that type of comics, it didn't really have a narrative. Because all the people who do comics in Portugal are indie underground artists. Nobody's mainstream. It's mainstream to be underground.
There you go. So was it all right? So she's an artist, and she put the comic out there. So
Yeah.
So did you read it? Was it good?
No, I was taking a look at it, but it's not the type of thing that I would usually pay attention to.
Gotcha. So what was this thing you went to?
It's a dinner party in a restaurant. So there's a group of us who've been meeting for years, and we go to the same restaurant and we eat and we talk. Every once in a while, we got some new blood. Then they stay for 6 months and they leave.
Why? Because you're sticking with the bill?
No. I guess they don't really feel the need to meet up with comic book people every month.
Huh. How about you, JP?
Nothing exciting. So.
Oh, you do it. You do shows every Monday. You put stuff out all the time. Didn't you pick up something?
A couple weeks ago.
A couple of weeks ago. Bobby.
But yeah, I haven't had anything. Nothing come in a couple weeks. So.
I lived through you because I'm poor as shit.
I don't accumulate comics every week.
No, but you get some good ones.
Well, yeah, but nothing recently. I've been, well, I mean, it hasn't been that long, but it was a couple weeks ago. So,
Which one was that? Was that the Wonder Woman? Oh no, yeah, it was. See, I watch. See,
yeah, you get to see be on Rob's channel on Saturday, so I'll show off some books then. So,
this Saturday coming or last Saturday?
No,
this Saturday.
This Saturday.
I did that. That was I was like so freaking nervous doing that.
You were nervous. Why were you nervous?
Well, because I know, you got to talk, and I got to go through my little boxes of stuff that
I have not yet finalized what I'm going to show. So,
but you're going to show a lot of goals, older stuff, right?
I don't have a lot of older stuff. I mean, most of the older stuff you can see right now. So
yeah, but what do you have slabbed?
That's what I mean. The slab you can see already. So
just pull it off the wall.
Well, no, I was going to show some stuff that people don't get to see all the time, but
like what?
Books that are in my boxes. No preview for you, Tony. You got to watch Rob's channel and support.
Trying it, man. I'm trying. I'm trying to get a little peek. Oh, what the hell is this? Oh, here we go. With these tariffs, hold on. I don't think a lot of us will be getting a lot of back issues on issues. Yeah, I don't know. Well, what the thing is, I was getting back issues, not back issues. I was pre-ordering from TFAW, right? Was it the
Things from Another World?
Yeah, gone, right? They're gone this month.
Yeah.
But what I can't understand, the brick and mortar stores they're keeping, they're getting rid of the online stuff. But wouldn't that be the other way around? Wouldn't they be making more money on the online stuff and then
maybe they just don't want to mess with it anymore? Maybe it's a lot of work and they just don't want to do it. They'd rather just do the brick and mortar.
Maybe. I don't know, but it's gonna suck for me. So it was nice getting the stuff that I would miss from my LCS.
Yeah. I never ordered from them. I know several people that did though.
Yeah, it was nice and easy.
No.
Click, 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 click. But my wife says I was spending too much money anyway, so it's a nice little way to cut down. I'm gonna be missing on stuff, but we gotta do.
There you go.
You know, everything's balanced.
It's about.
I might not like it.
Mike, when she was sitting down there and you said that you bought like 2 copies of that one book, and you're like, I got like 5 or 6 of these now, and she didn't turn around and smack you. I figured she
No, but I mean, I bought them for $1.
Yeah, but it's still like, what do you need 5 or 6 copies of a comic for?
For the joke. I can't find it. I have to look harder. I can't find the second Asthma Monster #2, and I gotta find it.
Darn the luck. That's your big money book.
Yeah, it's a big money book. I like those. It was those. Those books. Radio Shack. I like that type of Radio Shack, and I got Kool-Aid, and I got Pizza Hut books and stuff like that. I like that kind of stuff.
Hey, Bobby. Hey, Marcus.
Hey, Marcus. What are you doing? You hop on here? I'm
not gonna slum with you, man.
I'm thinking of paying for subs. It seems like you know how to do that. So let me know. Not that you're doing it, but you brought it up, right?
He's gonna like bribe to get subs, bribe people. He's gonna be the Elon of the comic community. He's gonna be paying millions of dollars to get people to sub up to his channel.
That's kind of poor, though. You don't realize that's kind of pathetic. That's someone who goes out there and pays for somebody to sub them up. That's pathetic. That is so pathetic.
Do you hear that, Marcus? Nice. Hear what Tony thinks of you.
No, he's not doing it. He brought up the idea.
We were talking about it being an idea.
Yeah, but that is so pathetic.
Well, he was talking about advertising, not directly paying for subs.
So how do you advertise? I mean,
I don't know.
That's pathetic.
I mean, I sort of watched it, but I didn't.
You're actually paying for somebody to like you.
Hey, Tony, I need you to lend me $1,800.
Okay, let me sell a child first. And I know who needs 2 kidneys.
Yeah. I don't need $1,800. I watched a book that's out of my price range just to see what it ended up going for, and it just popped up. It's like, oh, buy it now for, and I'm like, okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah, I gotta wait for these kids to get out of school and stuff like that.
Rob, pay for what? You.
These kids are killing me. But it's like so. But like in a couple, like I'm putting these kids, helping these kids go through school and everything and stuff like that. So I can't. So I pass up a lot of books. I do. But hopefully by the time I retire, they'll be on their own, out of the house, and
get whatever you want. Then
there you go.
You can buy Action Comic #1 and all kinds of stuff.
Well, I can do whatever I want to do if the wife lets me. But I could do it maybe, it's like you retire. The way things are going, I'm going to have to get a side job anyways when I retire because I don't know how much I'm going to have anymore, right?
Right.
So maybe I'll start selling some stuff. I could be a comic book mogul. Can you see me as a comic book sales mogul?
Oh yeah, for sure. I totally see it.
Yeah, I can see it too.
Pockets of books. Oh, the Wolf comic basement.
I should be selling books now, and I don't sell them.
I should probably be moving some books too. I should be cycling some stuff in and out, getting new stuff and getting rid of old stuff. But
yeah, get rid of old stuff so you can buy new stuff. Well, at least I make space for the new stuff.
Yeah, well, no. That's the main thing. Kids over comics.
Yeah, kids over comics.
He doesn't have his priority streaks, Bobby. He doesn't have his priority streaks. Make them kids take care of themselves.
Yeah.
F them kids.
Yeah.
Good education. Get out of the house.
They don't even appreciate comics.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they appreciate comics, they could stay here longer. I just want to get. I want to make sure when they jump out of the nest, they can lose their way.
If they don't come back.
Lose their way. Maybe once in a while they come back for Christmas.
Oh yeah, they come back to visit, not come back to stay.
Yeah, exactly. Where's my room? We took it off the house.
It's more comic. It's filled with comic boxes now.
Or a pool hall.
Yeah, I'm getting tired of going up and down the stairs. Everything upstairs.
Put all the comics upstairs, and he can have you like a actual man cave down there, and then like pool table and all kinds of stuff.
They even took my man cave.
Uh-huh.
I got they got a man cave over there. I got I got the 55-inch television that I bought years ago. It's still working.
Yeah.
I got memorabilia here and there. Get my boozers down here. Friggin', I got a PS4. I got a PS5. They're always down here. I'm like, really? This wasn't for you. You guys are temporary. For me.
As long as they live there, everything's for them. Haven't you figured this out yet, Tony?
They freaking eat me out. They eat like fiends. They sop up my heat, my air conditioner. They don't shut the lights off.
They probably even use your Netflix account.
Yeah, and my Prime and my Disney, and they use all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They could at least listen to NPR. That's free.
Oh, there you go. There's no pitches.
Dead soldier, Tony.
I know.
You're not paying.
I wouldn't throw them out anyways.
See, you weren't paying attention to what I was doing. You don't even know what I was actually talking about.
No.
I said,
you want me to bottle? You want me to bottle? So proud of you. What was it?
This bottle's been open for a long time.
What was it? I've never had that. Is that any good? Is that good?
I like it. I think it's pretty good. So this is the last event. So
all right, hold on. It
was getting low, so it's time to kill it.
Yeah, when I finish this wine bottle, I'm gonna go get some whiskey because this isn't.
Yeah, because that's what you need.
Yeah.
What prompted the wine as a starter?
There you go. What
prompted you to do wine as a starter?
Yeah, that's like the salad to my meal. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean it's nice, but it's a bogle. It tastes like but it's only there's a saying. It tastes like it's more expensive or something, but it's only $9 or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I bet it tastes like it's more expensive at $9.
It's not bad. Actually,
that's always what I look for in a ringing endorsement of something I'm going to eat or drink. It's not bad.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
Nothing about it being good. It's just
Hold
not.
on. Let me get the.
It won't make you throw up when you taste it. It's completely edible.
With the tariffs, we're gonna have to stop sending you wine.
Apparently, you're gonna kill me. I'm gonna
sending us everything. Which is
a friend of mine. He's a distributor for Portuguese wine. And okay, I'm gonna bring the bottle. You gotta tell me what the area of Portugal is because I can't get it. My mouth to freaking wrap around it. Hold on.
Apparently, the U.S. is our second biggest export market.
Well, yeah, we're everybody's export market because all we do is consume. we are.
How do you say that?
Borba.
I know it's Bulba wine, but how do you say the area?
Alentejo.
Yeah, I still can't say it the way you said it. Anyways, so he's a direct distributor for that area for that manufacturer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Excellent wines. So, but I'm gonna buy. He's like, oh, just come here. I'll buy you. Sell you a case for discount, whatever, because what I pay for it.
Yeah, the discount's going to be more than what it was before. Now.
Oh, God.
Yeah, my family is from Alentejo, but not from that area.
Okay. This is, I mean, this is the cheaper one. This is the cheap one, but it's still an excellent red.
We make that's what we have over the French and the Italians. We have the best cheap wine in the world.
Yeah. You guys, Portugal makes great reds. Honestly, and I'm like, I'm not a white wine person. Not at all. It's too sweet. I don't know what it. It's just,
You're supposed to keep it chilled.
the white or the red?
The white.
Yes. I don't like it. I really don't like it.
That's kind of weird. All the white wine I drink is dry.
Over here, they're sweet. I mean, if I keep hunting for it, I'll maybe find a dry, but they're all sweet. They're all fruity.
Yeah, you probably use a lot of French grapes.
Maybe. Though a lot of the French grapes actually come from the United States.
Mhm.
They had a blight there or something. A lot of the French grapes died, so they brought in. Not so dark either. You're not so red either. You know what I'm saying? So all their grapes, a lot of their grapes died. So they shipped American grapes over, to France to replant their fields. So when the French, they're American grapes. I mean, they're generations.
No,
I love you,
we
Marcus.
Portuguese are what Rachel Dolezal wishes she were. 10 on demand.
Yeah, I mean, my father still makes wine every year. He when we moved to Swansea, Mass. So we moved there when I was 10. And before that, my parents had tenement houses where we lived on the first floor of a tenement, and so they sold that. And we're talking 1975, and they bought a house in Swansea. The house, it was a garrison house. It was owned by a realtor, so everything was 40 grand. In those days, 40 grand was a lot of money because my father was working a steel foundry. My mother was making sleeves piecework, and they're making. My mother gets pennies on a dollar for a sleeve, so she had to make so many sleeves to make money. And my father was working a steel foundry making shit money. So they bought the house in 75, and he most of the yard, and I think he stole some yard from like someplace behind us. He just took it over. Was overgrown, and he cut it all down, and he wanted a huge mofo garden, right? Forever. He comes from Portugal. They got the land. He worked a tenant. He had a tenement, no land. So we're gonna have land. He had everything. He planted corn, potatoes, this, that, the other. He still got the curvange. He's still got the curves. He's still got this. He's got this. He still does yams in a freaking Anyways, then every year it got smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller because he got older and he couldn't work the whole. His eyes were bigger than his stomach, and so. And what he did was, as it went, he started putting vines in. And I remember it was freshman year, so it was 79 for me. And I got drunk as a skunk. I mean, drunk as a skunk. They had to carry me into the house. The next day, he had me pouring cement and mixing cement. And he did it with a sosh, and he's like, he put the sand and the stone, and he's doing it the old-fashioned way. Nothing came in a bag. You had to mix your own thing and stick it in a wheelbarrow, go in there and dump it to get the poles off and everything, so he could put the wire across, and then he planted the vines underneath. And dude, yeah, honestly, drunk as a skunk.
Hard to
I
believe.
think I was 14. I think I was 14 at the time. Yeah, I've been drinking ever since I was freaking all time. And no, yeah, 14, yeah. And he grows his own vines. He still picks up grapes from California because he doesn't have the yard to grow to do all the wine he wants. But he makes wine every year. Still does it. It's a little sweet for me, but I'm not gonna tell him to his face that it makes it a little sweet. Plus, when he has the leftovers, he makes shine out of it. He makes
Right.
yeah. That's the good stuff. The shine's the good stuff.
Yeah.
I used to steal it from him all the time because he would have big wine jugs and he would date it of all the shine, the shine he made. And it was funny. If he made his own still, he would make flour to clog up the seams, so he wouldn't lose steam. He was like totally green on, but he's a green on. So he would take the flour and put it in. If he saw some steam coming out, he over there with the flour and the water and everything, throwing that up. Yeah, it's some good shine, really good shine, and it's aged too. So, yeah,
we usually do it with the leftovers from the wine production,
right, exactly,
which we call bagaço.
Yeah. It's you press it, you squeeze it out. What are you gonna do with it?
Exactly.
You're gonna make a still and you're gonna put it in there,
Uh-huh.
right, JP?
Sure. What you said.
I'll be joining you, JP. Hold on, let me just finish this bottle.
Yeah,
I
my
mean, I
dad
can
would-
do it for long.
at
When
this
this is done, I'm done. So
at this moment, my dad would say something like, "This bottle is defective. Must have had a hole in it."
how does that happen?
It's a $9 bottle, but it's still good. I mean, good wine on me is wasted. I don't know. I don't sip. I don't even know if I taste it half the time.
Yeah. I mean, you drink Canadian whiskey, so yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Good
What's your point?
I tried Canadian Club once. That thing
Oh,
tasted foul.
Yeah, Canadian Club's a mixer. Though at one time it was they drink that straight, and because of the tariffs, my wife actually said, should we buy a case of the Canadian Club of Crown Royal? She actually offered to buy me a case. Right?
And you didn't do it?
Well, we haven't bought it yet.
We might be too late.
I don't know. Well, they took the handle off, which pissed me off.
A couple of years ago, we found on my dad's liquor cabinet something that he probably had that thing since the 90s because it was a Cutty Sark 5 years, and it actually tasted good because modern Cutty Sark is not fit to clean toilets.
We actually went. It was Christmas time. We're all sitting around the dining room table, and my father's got a dry bar on the side, and he was just pulling. We were drinking. He was drinking. He was pulling out bottles from like 40, 50-year-old bottles that he doesn't touch anymore
Yeah.
that haven't been opened and are just stuck in underneath there. He's just never touched them. I'm like, we're looking up. Dad, this is a $300 bottle. I said, Dad, this bottle's money. Ooh, hey. But the bottle was open. He was like,
Good stuff. Good stuff.
yeah. Okay, hold on. John. All right, okay.
There was a thing that my dad bought in the Soviet Union once. What was that thing called?
Vodka?
Black Balsam. Yeah, it was before. It already existed before the fall of the Europe.
Why am I big anyway? Why am I big? Here. Hey, John, look, I still got it.
You were showing off books is why you were big.
Oh, yeah, but
Like 45 minutes ago.
I know, no shit, huh?
I guess we should remind people that the link to get in is up there.
It should be pinned. Still pinned.
Still
Should
pinned,
be.
but I guess people aren't paying attention.
Nobody
They
wants
were hang out with us. They saw I was on the stream and then like, nope.
there's other things going on.
Marcus was like, hell no, I'm not going on there with that guy.
Yeah, you got the Council of Comics on. you got you got other things going on. It's okay. I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you.
I'm going to leave it a little bit. Then you'll get more traffic.
I probably won't be able to do this much more often. I'm starting a technical course on net.
2 nights for JP is more than plenty.
You're always welcome. Oh. Drink.
That's what you should do. Absolutely.
I'm going to start doing a course on network management, and I'm gonna have to wake up at 6 o'clock to be at the school, so I can go to bed at 3 in the morning and then wake up at 6.
I feel so bad for you. They had to wake up at 6 o'clock and they go to work.
Oh darn the luck!
I used to be a journalist. I would go to work whenever I wanted.
Well, there you go. You can't do that anymore, can you? All right, hold on, JP. This stuff is actually, if you can find this stuff,
That's everywhere.
this is very good. That's John. That's John Big
I
Daddy.
haven't had. That's just the regular, right? The only thing I've had from New Riff is I had one of their single barrels.
Yeah, this is a Kentucky straight bourbon. They had another one that was extra money, but there was a story. So the wife and I, all right. So the wife and I get petties every 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and then we go right next door is the liquor store. Yeah, is the liquor store. So we go right in there. So we go in there and we're talking to the guy and got that they're yeah, got some new ones, and we would taste. And this guy came in and he's like, "Come on, try it out." So he's trying it out. It's like I was like, oh, let's go get this is good, huh? Whatever. And I had the guy buy the updated version of this one, so it's like I should work at a liquor store.
Yeah, I mean, they say the 8-year is really, really good, but I haven't tried it yet.
Yeah, but I don't know if I can afford it. This is a nice sour mash.
It's bourbon. Like 99% of them are a sour mash.
So okay, rub it in, will you?
Just the way you said that, I was like
I read the bottom. It says sour mash. It says 100 proof, 50% alcohol, 750 ml, and then it says sour.
Do you know what that means, Tony?
This is a nice sour mash, huh?
Do you know what a sour mash means?
Tell us, JP. Tell us.
I asked if you knew. Do you know?
Probably not. Go.
It basically is like what they do with. It's basically as they reuse the yeast from batch to batch. Like they take some of the yeast that they use each time, and then they reuse it in whenever they make the new batch, so that it's always got a similar flavor.
I'm here.
There you
Rejoice, for I have arrived. What is on my face?
all hail circumstances has graced us with his presence.
I just came here to promote my Deviant video. Everybody go leave this stream right now and go to my channel and watch the Deviant, like, comment, and subscribe. Stop watching this right now.
Okay, I'm out.
You tell everybody in your channel to do the same thing to me because because I can't afford to pay for freaking subs.
You understand you're not paying. Well, you can like go to offshore accounts and pay for subs, but when you're doing the YouTube thing, you're not paying for subs, you're paying for impressions. And if you have a YouTube channel, impressions.
You're paying them to promote your video.
Yeah, impressions do not necessarily mean subs and views.
But it correlates pretty well. Like the more they promote it, the more they make it show up in people's.
Yeah, but what is your conversion rate? Is the question, right? Are you converting 6% of your impression? 1%. Yeah, that's the question, right?
I mean, can you imagine actually looking into his face, not knowing anything about it, and then clicking and like, yeah, I'm gonna watch that.
Hell yeah, hell yeah, I can. In fact, I do. What's up, you beautifully bald man? You see, you're proudly bald. See, I'm not proudly bald. I wear a hat.
Take it off, man.
Although I've been shaving my head since high school, so I'm not really. No. I was shaving my head before I was balding.
So, Marcus, have you met Polu? Have you met Marcus?
I have not. I've seen him around here before.
Yeah.
What up, Paulo? Nice to meet you, sir.
Thank you. You too.
And thank you for that introduction, Tony.
Oh, you're
Nice
welcome.
shirt.
Look at Tony being,
Look at that
Tony's got
shirt,
one of those.
huh?
I don't even have one of those yet.
Oh, I keep touching the wrong side. There you go.
I don't
Hey,
even
He's a
have
true
one.
supporter.
I
He was
work.
the
I
lone
support.
Titan tier for a long time.
He was.
There. That's a good supporting man right there. Thank
I
you,
He
Tony.
was
All you
he
do.
might have been my first subscriber, I think. It might have been. It was close, but I think it was Tony.
Yeah, no, it was me because that's why it was the first one. You mentioned that at the beginning.
And he's, he's on my he's on the slide. So
You should get one of me wearing the shirt.
I should get one of you wearing the shirt. I need to get the screen.
There you go. He just gave it to you right there.
I know.
So
Well,
about
I can
that.
come back and get it. There you go.
Hey, yo, what are you doing?
How you doing? So, Marcus, what's going on with you?
Nada, man. Just living the dream, doing this YouTube thing. That's it. Yeah, nothing. I'm
I
tired.
haven't been in Discord for a while. Is there anything going on in Discord?
No,
It still
we
exists.
miss you. We missed you though. Yeah, we still miss you. Perry's been making us hang out in his Discord every day.
Okay, so at least I know where to go now.
Definitely ain't running that.
You play Pokemon?
Oh, come on. You'll have a good time.
Did you play
You can
Pokemon?
come listen to Perry be mean to me.
He's mean to everybody. He's not a nice person.
I tell people that. I said rule number 1, do not trust Perry. He's not on your side, but nobody
They
listens.
do all the time.
Nobody listens. They'll learn. They'll learn. What up, Carlito?
Oh, sweetheart, look at where you are.
Punting is winning. Bring back Iowa football. Let's go.
So you guys watching the basketball?
The
No, I
basketball?
The college basketball.
The basketball? I haven't watched a lot of it. I've watched some.
I've watched less than I usually watch this year for sure.
Well, that's because your team.
I don't have cable though. That's part of it.
Oh, jeez.
Usually, I had cable last year. Actually, I had it through I didn't have cable, but I had it through my mother-in-law. But they're cracking down on password sharing, so I got to drive to Columbia, Missouri, and reconnect to her Wi-Fi so I can steal her cable.
Well, you still only get it for like a month at that point.
Yeah, and then they're gonna. Yeah, I mean that'll be a glorious month though.
Can't you just steal it from your neighbor?
I came for the punter. You know, I've lived in my house 8 years, and we hardly know our neighbors. We're not very friendly
Hey,
people.
dude, I'm going on like 15, and I barely know mine. So.
Yeah. We're nice to each
Oh
other.
no,
but
we're like
not
17.
friends.
Good grief, I've been here longer than that.
Wow.
17. Jeez, Louise.
Yeah. 08.
You own that house? You're 15 years from owning then?
More like I refinanced to a 15 and 20. So I'm like 10 years from owning them.
That'll be nice. Yeah,
I
we
own this house.
refinanced
I'll own
in
this house
20 as well. You got that low rate then, because that's what we did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a decent rate originally, but like it was
So
still
did
pretty.
we.
It was much higher than what I got in 20. Like when 20 rolled around and the rates went through the floor, I was like,
Yeah, we locked in those low rates too in 20. So our mortgage is we're 30 years from 2020.
Yeah. But I did that. I did a low rate and I did a 15-year and bumped like 4 years off. I would have had like 19 left, and I bumped it down to a 15. And it was basically paying exactly what I was paying before.
That's got to feel good, man.
Yeah.
To be 10 years away from being done with all that, that's got to feel good.
It would be nice.
10 years ain't nothing, especially at our age.
February.
February? Next February, this past one.
26. I'll own this in February.
Nice.
Nice.
Very nice. That's awesome. So you did a 30-year then? You've been there 30 years?
No, we've only been here 23.
So you paid it off quicker?
Pay a little extra along the way.
So we started at a 30 and we took it down to a 15, and we just keep paying extra. Well, that's why I have no money for books. So we keep paying we pay extra and extra and extra and extra.
I
Yeah,
know,
that's how you do it,
I
man.
haven't done that for a while.
You save so much money in the long run by doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got daycare to pay for, so we ain't paying extra shit. We got daycare. I can't wait to get rid of that daycare bill.
How old were you when you had your first? Oh, yeah. I'm thinking you're my age. You're not my age. That's why. Okay,
No, I was. Yeah, I'm an old dad. I was 36 when I had my first one,
Yeah, me too.
or 37, 36 or 37.
I got married on my late 30s. So, yeah. So I'm gonna be 60. I'm gonna be 60 in August. So
Yeah, all my friends are becoming empty nesters, and I got a 5-year-old and an 8-year-old.
You know,
It's fun though. I wouldn't change anything.
No.
I'm a much better dad than I would have been. That's for sure.
you know what's gonna suck when you get because you started late. When they get older and they start getting their into shit, you're gonna be like, I'm fucking exhausted. I can't think.
Yeah, they're on their own.
So you're gonna be able to know what they're going through, and when they they come home drunk or whatever, you're gonna really that, and you're gonna be okay.
My kids, no way.
You're gonna be more lax
your
with it
kids wouldn't have any bad habits. Ever.
No,
because you were old enough to have all those habits, and when they do it, you're not gonna be all footing on their throat about it. But you're gonna get to a point when you're just too old, and you're like, fuck, I'm exhausted. I can't.
Just don't call me.
I can't take a shit. I'm too exhausted.
If you're out in jail, don't call me.
No, what you're gonna do is call me, but you're gonna make them sit there. You said no, my kids haven't done it, but in my head, I'm like, they're fucking sitting there they're gonna sit there for a while, because then I can go back. I'll bail them out after like they've been sitting with the drunks or whatever, and they're not gonna do it anymore. You're gonna teach them, because that's how my father would have done it. If I can,
Would have.
Oh God, that's how my father did it. That's how my father's father did it.
But hey, you know what I'm saying? You gotta let the kid burn his hand once, and then you don't put a hand in the fire no more.
Oh, I got a mess of boxes behind me. Jeez.
What do you got?
Clean this mess up. I got too many comic books, man. I gotta get rid of some.
I'm getting Ganesh because all the books are around me. It's like it's making me like twitch.
You can't even see my Thanos. I gotta fix that. Hold on. My beautiful Thanos. Come on, we can't block him.
I don't have an Uncle Bob.
You can call Uncle Bob.
I get an Uncle Victor, and Victor couldn't care less. What's in the box?
Comics.
Oh shit!
Might not be.
So that's all you did. You got out of your chair, took a half.
So Thanos could be seen.
Look at that! Look at that beast right there. That's one of my favorite things.
Okay, hold on.
No, I got it a couple of years ago. It's been there a long time. You just don't pay attention.
Tony doesn't. This is true. Yes.
It's been there a really long time. Isn't that thing nice though? I fucking love that.
That's excellent.
That's cool.
I had to give it that prominent position. Oh, here Perry's came in here like, how am I not a nice person, boys?
Is he like 10 minutes behind on the stream? He's like 10 minutes behind on the stream.
Because he's on other shows and shit, and then he was like gonna come back. And it's like,
Yeah, well, he didn't. He's not even up to date. We talked about that like 10 minutes ago, Perry. And yes, it was consensus. Even the chat agreed.
No, Perry. Oh, Perry can be he's not always nice.
He can be when he feels like it.
Yeah.
He's like he's like what's that dude from Curb Your Enthusiasm? You know, he just doesn't have enough give a fuck sometimes.
Hey, talk about yourself.
Hey, to be a nice person means you have to have a give a fuck. Then I'm not a nice person.
Yeah.
I will say, even though I said Perry was not a nice person, I did not claim I was one. Just for the record. I have never claimed to be that which I am not.
Yeah, I'm not really nice either, if I'm honest. So I can't talk shit.
You know,
I do love that statue.
I have to give is very, very small. There's
that
only a
statue. Is that Batgirl? I love that statue. That's so nice.
What, this one?
Yeah, behind you.
Yeah, that's Batgirl.
That's pretty awesome, man.
Mm-hmm.
I love that light you got from Daymares too. It looks great.
Yeah, Damer's hooked me up on that for sure.
Yeah, he hooked me up too, but I can't display
I've
mine
never
because
been mean to KP. There's no hatred, Perry. There's no hatred. It's just fun. Some people are just fun to poke. It's just like,
yeah, JP doesn't hate anybody. I can't
it's
imagine.
just fun to, Hey, if I was nice to you all the time, Perry, that means I don't like you.
Yeah.
That's,
I mean, that's true, right?
It is. Like if I'm only like pleasant, if I'm only ever pleasant to you and you don't ever get any like crap from me, then I probably don't like you.
Damn.
So, that's just the way it is. That's why I'm nice to Tony. He wasn't paying attention.
What I miss?
Nothing. Don't worry about it. The great legend.
The great legend.
What up, homie?
Yeah. Well, now we have a nice person in the chat.
Yeah, now we do have a nice person in the chat. This is true.
No, Perry. I'll give Perry credit. I've seen him be pretty nice, actually.
Yeah, me too.
Perry's good. He's a good guy. Like I said, he's fun to like,
And that doesn't mean he's not an asshole, because he is. He's very much.
You got to mess with him a little bit.
Very much an a-hole.
Yeah, I mean, hey, we can all be we all have multitudes, Perry. It's okay.
So, Tony, lead the discussion. What's up? You got any drama for us? You know that JP loves drama.
I know.
Is it time for me to get off here yet? Get the floor.
Okay. I'm gonna pick up drama because I don't understand it, and it's only because of your short you brought it up.
The paying for impressions?
Yeah. And that roly-poly little.
Whoa! Don't. Wow.
How did he come from? Okay, so he who shall not be named, little roly-poly with a little hairy chin, he went from like nothing to like over a 1,000.
Yeah, he got like 1,100 subs out of nowhere. It's pretty crazy. And I don't know that. Yeah, it doesn't quite make sense.
It doesn't make sense.
Because YouTube impressions or YouTube advertisements are not going to give you that much growth without a lot more views. Like your conversion rate would have to be insane. Like your conversion of impressions to views and subs would have to be insanely high to support that kind of growth, I feel like. So I don't quite understand it. The more I think about it, and the more I learn about it, it doesn't make much sense. But who knows?
Yeah, the numbers don't make sense. It doesn't.
I mean, they're just putting your video in front of more eyeballs, and the odds of you picking up, yeah.
Right, but impressions don't necessarily convert to subs and views.
Yeah, but
right?
if they put it out there where 10 times more people have it show up in their stream, then if normally like 100 people would have it show up in the recommended, and they have
but think about how many if your conversion rate
5,000 people have it show up in their impression, even if you're converting 5%.
Right, but a 5% conversion rate. Think about the number of impressions you'd have to get 1,100 subs in such a short amount of time, though. Right.
But I mean,
so he either has an insane number of impressions or his conversion rate.
My guess is it's an insane number of impressions.
But
it costs them nothing to like shove you into a bunch of people's recommends.
So when you mean impressions, what do you mean by that?
People seeing your video, your thumbnail.
So when you go on YouTube, Tony, and you go to your just your home, not to your subscriber page, but just to the home YouTube, and you see all the videos that they're basically recommending for you.
So that means I have to put my big head.
They put your latest video or whatever one you're asking them to do it for on a ton more people's front page. Comes up and shows your video.
And when they see it on their page for more than a second or something, right, that counts as an impression.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And then again, it's not you're not really paying for views, you're paying for impressions because you've got to convert those impressions to views.
You got to have a good thumbnail yeah.
Well, that's the thing. So if I go to Roly Poly
You're doing an impression. You're giving him an
Right.
impression.
But every so what I need to do is I'm doing my thumbnails all wrong. I need to
You're doing a sexy
blow my
dance.
head. I need to blow up my head and make funny faces for somebody to hit.
My man, Big Daddy Ross, you know what's up, dog. Shot A all day.
So I need to blow up my head and make funny
Yeah,
faces.
hello to him, yeah.
And if I do that, I'll get more hits.
Sure.
No, you'll get impressions, but you're not necessarily going to convert those impressions to clicks and views unless you've got. First of all, you have to have the thumbnail and the title to get them to click it, and then once they click it, you've got to get them to stay. So it's not. It's not.
Subscribe. They got to watch your video and subscribe. And
right. So I think if you are converting impressions to subs and views at a high rate, then you have something good for you. But the flip side of that I'm debating is, well, if you've got something good, why do you need to promote it? Shouldn't YouTube do that for you? Right.
No,
exactly.
No, it shouldn't.
No,
I mean, you would, but they don't.
Thumbnails, Tony. If you want,
why would you say no? It shouldn't, Paulo? Because they want?
No, they should, but they won't.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, if they bury your video, Marcus, it doesn't matter how good it is. If nobody's seeing the impression, nobody's going to click on it.
Yeah. But I mean, YouTube has an incentive. If your stuff is good, YouTube has an incentive to push it out because they want.
They don't care. They have enough content that it doesn't. You're not going to make a difference to them.
Well, not me individually. I'm just saying on the macro scale, though, right?
Yeah,
they want to promote the good stuff.
Yeah, but they got plenty of stuff that they can promote.
YouTube gets more hours of video per day than there are hours in an entire year.
Yeah, that's crazy.
They don't care about anyone's channel.
Especially in our very small niche that we're in.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. The best you can do is what you described. Because
there you go.
The best you can do is what you just described because you're paying to be bumped up the algorithm for that type of content.
Yeah. You're basically paying to be bumped up the algorithm.
But the rest is on you. So you have to try to be charming and interesting.
That's an OG right there.
It would do me no good.
Me too. Interesting.
Now, I don't think it will do me good either. I asked ChatGPT about it, and
it was like, no, you
doesn't.
ChatGPT tell you that you suck or something. What?
You know, I talked about it on the clip, but it told me that if you're getting a 50% retention, then maybe there's a reason to push that further with the promotion. But if you're less than that, it's not worth it. It seems. I put $5 on that Deviant video out of curiosity, and I've got about a 6% conversion rate to views, but no subs or anything. That was only $5, but it doesn't seem worth it at all to me. Yes, it's your show.
You're on your own channel. You don't have to raise your hand.
I know, but I don't want to be rude. And he had a point. I didn't want to take it away from him. Where do you put the $5?
You go to your YouTube. Let's see. You go to YouTube, then you go to content on your dashboard.
Promotions.
And then you go to the last tab, which is promotions. Yeah.
Content.
And I put a $5 budget on it. I've spent $4.55 so far.
So
it got me.
That's how they. Okay, wait a minute. On my dashboard, where do I go from there?
You go to content, the second one down.
Yeah.
And then promotions, which is the last one after podcasts.
Well, you could be like me, Tony, and like accidentally like have your video drop at 7 a.m. instead of 7 p.m. and then nobody watches it for like 8 hours and therefore it just dies.
Because YouTube's like, oh, nobody cares enough.
Nobody wanted it.
Is this what you're talking about by buying things?
Yeah.
You're not buying it. You're just paying for YouTube to push your stuff.
Other ways people can buy subs.
Right, and that stuff is shady.
That's different.
Should be made fun of. Yeah, that should absolutely be made fun of. If someone's going offshore,
now we have
and
I came to get a chow mein sandwich.
I'm gonna buy one. I'm gonna buy a chow mein sandwich and eat it next week. I'm gonna buy.
Bobby, I would have got more out of that $5 if I had done that.
What did I mention?
Oh, you mentioned in the comments how like you don't have a problem with people using the YouTube promotions or the Google promotions, but when you're going to offshore sites and you're buying these,
Yeah,
these sub
'cause-
farms.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, if you really think about it for a second, how many of us fucking have dropped a link to our videos in Instagram chat room or posted about a freaking video, right? You're promoting your content, trying to get it out there in front of more people. The only difference is that this is a built-in tool that's specifically targeting, Instagram or sorry, YouTube people, but it's a pay to play. So if you're not, if you don't care about that stuff, then great. It doesn't matter. You can take the long, arduous grind, which is what there's a lot of
Most
people
us,
out there.
yeah.
I've done it. I didn't, until like I was talking to Razor like probably 2 or 3 weeks ago before he dropped his video about it. He was asking me if I knew about this. This is the first time I'd ever seen. I knew you could do advertising because I had done advertising on Facebook and Instagram for Comics Curing Cancer to try to get the message out, but I never thought about it on YouTube. And then I was like, oh, okay, yeah, sure. And I start, at first you go like, well, that kind of sucks, but then you go, well, you know what? Fuck it. It's just like the shorts game was for a while. It's just, and then if you really think about it, it's like, okay, I dropped my link I put a story up on Instagram. I put it up on Facebook. I try to get people from different places, get eyeballs on it to maybe look at it. At the end of the day, somebody still has to have it, a look at it, a click on it, and then the desire to subscribe to you and watch it for more than 5 seconds and go, you're an uninteresting bastard, and move on. Right. And
that's the point I've been trying to make, is that impressions do not mean views.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Huge difference between an impression and then a subscriber or a view. And then how long do they view and everything else, right? If my average watch time on a 15-minute video is normally 7 minutes, because it's usually about half, because for me anyways, because a lot of people watch my whole video. Yeah, a lot of my people watch most of my video. They just watch it at like 2 times speed.
Question about that.
Yeah.
Because Taki commented on my video too. He said that if I watch your video at 2 times speed, it only counts as 50% retention.
Yeah, it's how long did I actually watch it?
Yeah,
but that doesn't make sense, right? Because they kept it the whole time. If they watch the full video, regardless of how fast they watch it, I feel like it's about.
But how much time do I? If you put a 10-minute video out, and I watch it at 2 times speed, I'm only watching it for 5 minutes.
Yeah,
but
for the 5 minutes.
But audience retention isn't the right term, then, right?
No, it's the watch time. Watch time.
Yeah,
you're going through the entirety of the file in the database, so it should count it as the entire time.
The only metrics for watch time, yes, I get it. But for audience retention, it should be 100%.
Oh, I don't know about that. I don't know about that element of it. I just know that like is watch time. That's all. The only shit I care about when I look at my numbers is how many views, and only because I like to make, in my mind, I have a mentality of going, okay, I want to be above 10% of my subscriber base watching any given video within a couple of days. And then second is, what is my watch time? And so trying to maintain a certain amount of watch time, in my mind, I have a target where I want for any given video, I'd like it to be over 35%. Now, most of my videos do better than 35% watch time, but I don't always know that that's not hard numbers. I just kind of eyeball it, spitball it, because at the end of the day, what am I doing? I'm not making money. I'm just trying to raise money for Comics Curing Cancer. Ultimately, I don't give a shit. If it wasn't for that, I wouldn't even care.
I clicked through that thing, Marcus, for the first time, and I love how when it comes to the thing, when you get to the part of how much you want to spend on this video, it automatically puts in the highest amount you can spend, which is $200. Like, it takes me like 4 months to get $200 from YouTube. I'm not spending $400 on a video.
Yeah, that's not in my budget.
I was like, oh, yeah.
Well, that's what, $200 is fine though if you're like, you got 20,000 views or something. I don't know. You're actually making ad revenue that can support that. But Yeah, and that's the other thing is that there's like somebody was saying, and I don't know if it's true because I don't know I haven't dug into this stuff because haven't been playing with it that to look at it, but other than it was brought up. But somebody said something about like the videos that you're the promoted videos you don't while they're being promoted, essentially you don't get the monetization from it. I don't know if it's true or not, but it would make sense.
Yeah, I don't know if that's true. I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because otherwise, what a hack that would be is if I could spend like $20 and make 30. Yeah, I mean, not that I've ever made $30 in ad revenue. Don't get me wrong. I'd have to be like
$30 on a video would be.
I'd like to make 30 cents off a video.
I've only made money on super chats, never on an actual video like that.
Yeah, well, I do make a little bit, but obviously I intentionally turn off mid-roll stuff because I hate mid-roll ads. So I have premium,
so I don't care.
Well, even if you weren't on my channel, you would only have it at the beginning or the end. You wouldn't have it in the middle because I hate that shit more than anything
Me too.
else. So
yeah.
So I'm like, oh no, that ain't gonna happen. I'm not gonna allow that stuff. But if I were to look advertising, just out of curiosity, I'm gonna peel back the curtain.
It's Barry.
He's like, I turned it on all that shit. You're gonna deal all the ads. You're gonna
Perry, why don't you hop on here? Okay, we're talking about.
I mean, a lot of people do have those things on, and that's fine. But I mean, I'm not.
So, have you thought about doing this for C3?
I know that I'm a real. Just a second. I'm a realist in that I don't generate enough ad revenue, and even with mid ads on, I wouldn't generate enough ad revenue at my channel speed. So why piss off and alienate people? If I ever get to 50,000 views or more, or subscribers or more, then maybe I'll turn on mid ad and say fuck you all. But until then,
make me some money.
So as far to answer your question about C3, I don't think because we don't have anything that's recorded like that at least on YouTube, it wouldn't benefit from it because it's like lives only. Really?
Right, you'd have to make a specific video.
You'd have to make
promoting it.
Yeah, you could make a promotional video or something, maybe.
Yeah,
if you made it like
that's
promotional video that you then promote. Yeah,
that's why last year we experimented with.
Oh no,
we experimented with last year on Instagram and Facebook ads. We spent a little bit of money on that, but I don't know if the return on the investment was worth taking money out of the coffers for what our return was versus I think we do much better because the community has rallied around comics curing cancer the way they have. I think we have a far better job getting folks to redistribute the message and break the algorithm that way than we do by utilizing ads to force our way into other people's hands. And if we can get a few more content creators who are upper tier to help every once in a while, not necessarily everything, but drop a couple here and there, that can really be more of a game shifter, I believe, to us than getting spending money on ads.
Yeah. Perry, what are your thoughts, brother?
Ads
on anything you want.
Oh, well, when it comes to the ad thing, like the only thing that makes sense to spend money on YouTube ads is if you're in like a Comic Tom position where you're funneling an audience to your channel, where then you're bringing a small portion of that to your website to then sell a product to try to recoup that investment that you initially spent on YouTube ads, because you're not going to make that on ad revenue. Like, that's ridiculous, dude.
But what if I want to think I'm better than Marcus by having a bigger subscriber count?
Yeah,
I mean that's
a different goal, right?
Isn't that how we measure the size of our peen?
I mean, I guess for
Facts.
some people,
Bars.
like once you get subscribers,
A
like
lot
getting
of- not- I think more than
like
some.
getting 2,000 or 3,000 subs is really nothing. Like
I
you don't really
can't
see
own a
it.
Ferrari, but man, I can
Not
have
for
a couple.
you, but in
I can
our
have a
Getting
1,000.
2,000 or 3,000 subs is nothing for all you
Perry,
on
you
the
try to
stream
get over
when
here.
you only have 2 or 3.
Well, I'm just saying, like realistically,
Perry's
like
out
yo,
here
I
slapping
can't,
his
you
dick
know.
on the table. That's
And Perry
unnecessary.
wondered why I said he wasn't nice earlier.
It's just you
Perry,
asked my
and-
thoughts,
and-
I know.
Like everything's relative though, Perry. 2,000 to 3,000 subs in our niche is a ton of subs. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a ton. Everything's relative.
Yeah, but if you're getting 1,000 subs in our niche or in the comic book niche, and you got people from like India, Bangladesh, Pakistan coming and click on your video and click subscribe and never come back.
Well,
never
you're
will back.
targeting when you
not
do
gonna
them, you're able
target
to.
India.
You can actually, you target which countries you,
You
want
choose
to go
what
to and
countries
whatnot.
you
But,
want to go
you
to.
but
choose
even
what
still, you're right. The ROI, what's the ROI? What's your end game? Right? If your end
Yeah,
game
like,
is
what's
to
the
actually
actual
motivate
point?
product and make revenue, then great. But if you have none of that, it's just to spend money so you can say, look, my subscriber count's bigger than yours. Well, then okay, go ahead.
Perry's making so much money he can't afford a fucking light bulb.
He can't afford
Yo,
life.
the electric bill's crazy, man.
No, the problem is he can afford those incandescent bulbs, and they all burnt out.
Well, I got the Elgato LED lights, so I don't want to burn them. Actually, that's so funny that you say that.
My thing about this channel is I just want to I want to get to a point where it pays.
You can't see it, but they are burnt. You can see it there. There it is.
Oh, yeah.
They're burning out. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Well, nobody wants to look at you anyway, Perry, so that's fine.
That's fine. We'll go back to John.
If this channel could pay for StreamYard, I'd be so happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be nice.
How much
If
is
I could-
StreamYard?
That's really my goal at this
How
point.
much
It's
is
now
StreamYard?
like
It's different for
$300 a year now.
Someone
mine's at
send
like-
Tony a donation.
That's $300 I don't have a year.
Someone super chat $300. Bueller, you got that bang bus money. Come on, man.
Bang.
Perry, you're the
I
one
know you got the comics with Bueller OnlyFans going. You banging bras all across America.
I've been at 360 some subs for like years, and I just can't see me paying somebody or paying to up the sub. That's kind of like fake. That's kind of like cheating. That's kind of
Again, I disagree.
I earned the
I disagree too.
333 subs.
Yeah. So
I earned that. I
It's
appreciate
like an ugly bitch getting
Again,
big titties.
all you're doing in this particular case, the scenario is simply that you're paying, which is great. You're doing a paid promotion. It's no different than you promoting in a chat room or something else, except that you're paying for it and it's being targeted on YouTube. Now, I'm not saying that you should. I'm not saying that it's necessarily right and that everybody should do it, but I don't have a problem. If somebody has the money and wants to spend the money, fine. Because I know I don't think that just because somebody else has 5,000 subscribers and I only have 2,600, what does that mean? It means nothing.
Yeah.
So why? Who gives a damn whether if that's what they want to do, go for it. But as Perry's saying, if that's what you want to do, what's your end game? Is it just to spend money so you can have a higher subscriber count? Well, then Merry Christmas. But is it going to be something is your end game to drive people to your website to ultimately get sales? Okay, it makes sense maybe, and then you can experiment with it and see if that actually translates or not. But the question is still out there. I haven't seen any long-term stuff on this. Is how do these translate? Is this like shorts, right? Where we saw shorts initially when they dropped, all of a sudden people drove up their subscriber count numbers. They took off, but they were hollow. They didn't interact with your channel content. And what were you trying to do with your channel? There are people who that's all they wanted, and now they just do short content. Great, cool. You found a niche. Long-term format, it didn't work for me, so I stopped doing them.
Yeah, I don't
the
find
ad-
short subs to be useful.
Yeah, I haven't done one in a while.
The shorts, for instance, they help me because I did like movie reactions, and then I would clip like little things from my movies. So if you like that, then you click the watch the video, and you go and watch the full version, and it's like this giant ecosystem.
I could see where that would be.
But how many of the people that you see using this short strategy to build their sub base are doing that? Many of them are using clips from random shows.
Yeah.
They're using,
Yeah.
they're not building this ecosystem that thrives on itself, and that's why I don't think it's effective or worthwhile for myself.
Yeah.
And I think if you have a bunch of subs, but your view count is here, then as far as I'm concerned, you don't get the clout. Like, you got to have the subs and the engagement. Like, I've seen a few of us, right, with 10,000 subs, 20,000 subs, but they get like 50 views on a video. That doesn't get you any clout, really.
Well, it's also different audiences too. Like, if you have different content on your channel, some people come for certain things. Like, I have people that they really love the movies with superheroes, and then other people don't really like the 1950 black and white movies. But like, I'm happy to get 1,000 views on something from the 50s.
Okay, so is anybody missing the point that Travis is in a minivan?
I'm not in a minivan. I'm in my truck.
That's really?
Is that like a pickup truck?
A minivan, Tony.
Like a regular truck.
Wait a minute. Where's all? No, that's not the. Oh, you have a truck and a van.
It's like a pickup truck.
I have like a regular vehicle that I leave here in Oregon. When I get back here, I can get it. And then when I travel, I'm in my bus.
All right. I'm sorry. I didn't know they had
like a regular person. Like a regular person.
You're a normal
regular person vehicle.
What?
I know. Seriously, I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
You didn't realize that Travis was a regular person?
No.
Actually human,
I
Tony.
grabbed his ass. I grabbed his ass. Yes, he's a regular person. He's taller than I am, but he's a regular person.
I'm a real boy.
I just realized. I didn't realize he had two vehicles. I thought he only had one.
No.
I think people got the impression that the Bueller buzz made him an Irish traveler.
Oh man.
Look, every once in a while he has to go by a school, and bus is not a good look, so he's got to drive a regular vehicle.
It's a white one.
Hey, free comics.
It's a truck and it's masculine.
That's right.
The funny thing is,
How you doing, Travis?
I'm actually parked across the street from a school right now, so that's good.
Oh yeah, you got a box of candy in the passenger seat there.
Oh my! Oh
Candy
jeez!
comics.
Yeah, you're gonna get this stream kicked off the air there, Tony. Sorry about that.
Right, I'm not monetized. I don't give a shit.
Tony's done it himself.
Yeah.
How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm just down here in I'm in Portland because we're having service this weekend.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The whole weekend event starts tomorrow, and tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday we have things go on every day for the next 3 days.
That's sweet.
Yeah, so I'm pretty excited to see everyone's coming into town, and obviously it's a somber event, but
Now I'm trying to figure out how to make this
Celebration of a life.
Travis, nobody watches my channel, but for those few people who do, explain to what you're doing there for 3 days.
Well, like you said, it's a celebration of life.
I'm trying to figure it out, but I'm not sure, man.
Perry, mute yourself.
Oh shit, my bad.
You're
My
killing
bad. That was
it.
90. He came back on Discord.
But passed away right after Thanksgiving, so we've been home for a few months when the weather was nicer and stuff. So we're gonna we're pretty much going to all her favorite places over the next few days, which includes comic shops and different restaurants and movie theaters and also strip clubs. That's actually on Acropolis Strip Club was one of Jen's favorite places to go.
Nice.
And so we might end up going there, but it's on the list. So that's kind of what we're doing. And then on Sunday, we actually have her service. It's at her what was her local comic shop, which is called Book. And so everyone's meeting there. They have a nice little garden behind the comic shop. That's kind of downtown Portland. So it's got a nice little area. There's some food carts there as well. So it's going to be a nice lot of people that are coming. I know John's Comics with Kids is coming with his daughter Charlie is going to be with them.
When you go to a strip joint,
I don't think Charlie's coming with us.
Okay.
Jesus fuck, man. My God. Hey, Charlie. Can you
That's
wait?
why I was just want to make
We're
sure.
just gonna leave her in the car outside in the parking lot.
That's
read a trade. She'll be reading a trade with the thing around it with the lights.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna guess John and Charlie don't make that part of the trip, Tony.
So anyway, and Mars is coming down. Mars, who did her show with her for many times. They used to do together.
Right.
And, Ryan, Fire Guy Ryan's coming. I think a couple other people. I don't know everybody for sure, but I know there's a few others you probably are familiar with that are coming into town. So I'll be curious to see who's here. So plus all the people here in Portland that are all friends. So, you know, Damien, Sleepy Reader, you know, Bob will be there from Bullseye Bob, my co-host on the coffee show and stuff like that. So it'll be nice. Buddy. But yeah.
Is Bob going to the strip joint too?
Yeah, he's already there probably.
he's just waiting.
I thought he was a minister.
Huh?
Is he a minister?
Like that excludes them from going to the strip club. they go there in the name of the Lord to preach the gospel. It's like,
oh, there you go.
Let me save you from your sins. I'll show you how with a private.
Yeah. First, let me make it rain so you can listen to me.
God made it rain for 40 days and 40 nights. Julie, it's great seeing you. It is great seeing you.
So I'm curious about the conversation you guys were having.
Oh, there's 90. Let's go. He just had some Pokemon rips.
What are your thoughts, Mueller? Have you had any experience with advertising or
Perry? Stop promoting your freaking Pokemon fucking thing now. You know, what happened to everybody? Who's controlling this?
Can you give me a little context as far as what you guys are referring to?
Oh, Perry's now into Pokemon.
No, I don't care about Perry.
No, Marcus had looked at this thing like YouTube. You can go on YouTube and what is happening?
Oh, it's definitely John doing all that.
Is it John, that bastard?
Yeah, I'm like, what the hell? My hands are here. I don't know what the hell's going on. Oh, there he goes.
Yeah, just leave that up the whole time. Basically, in YouTube, you can pay to have them promote your videos in YouTube. Yeah. And which, yeah, you've been able to do that for a while. And just whether or not that was worth it and what came with that and what value people saw in it. So is really what the discussion was about.
I mean, some people call buying vote or buying subs, but I don't think it's
I'm saying it's buying subs because I've been like, I have X amount of freaking subs, but I earn those. And so you just throw money over to promote you is kind of like, I don't know, like
again, impressions do not equal subs, views, clicks. They don't. It doesn't equal that, right? You have to.
But you're paying somebody to put you at the top of the list, right?
So
but that doesn't matter if nobody cares. Though is what I'm saying.
Your content still sucks. You're not going to get any subs.
Yeah.
Earned.
If you're putting out a video,
what is earned?
A song, it's not going to get any clicks.
You have to pay the doorman to get into the nightclub.
Earn is actually hopping on the freaking screen. You know, my shtick, you know, this shtick or this shtick, or picking up what books I had, and there you go, and putting it out there for anybody without trying to pull them in. You know, somebody, hey, I go see this thing, go see that one. I don't ask for that. So
yeah, but you want YouTube to do that for you. I think Paulo has a great analogy. Like, I can pay the club cover fee to get in, but that doesn't mean a chick's going to let me take her home that night, right? It just gets me in the club. It doesn't get me home with the chick. And I think it's the same thing it gets you in front of people, but it doesn't make them click you. It doesn't make them sub you. It doesn't make them watch your video, right? You've got to convert it.
I think that's so this has been around a long time. It's basically all you're doing is you're paying for some advertising for your channel. To like pretty much put a billboard out there that pops up more often is what it is. I've never used it, you know, because I never actually wanted to spend money to like do that. But I mean, the bottom line is if you pay you advertise your channel, okay, and everyone's can do that. I mean, that's the option there. All that is doing is it either gives that person the opportunity to see how shitty you are or how good you are.
Yeah.
You're shitty, then you just wasted your money. So
Yeah, for sure.
if you're advertising your channel and you make shit content, which a lot of people out there just make shitty content, all you're doing is giving them an opportunity.
I love your FOC, man. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't know what to get at FOC, Marcus.
Yeah, I'm doing a huge service for the community.
I mean, everybody other than the Perry, I think don't make shitty content.
Whoa. That's the key, then, Tony. Make shitty content.
I mean, ultimately,
that's what you're doing wrong.
A lot of this came forward most recently because Razor brought it up and he did a video on it. And his channel, he said that he did it, he experimented with it, and we've seen he was at like 300 something subscribers, and he's at 1.4 or 1.5K now.
But
in a 2 week period.
Has no value.
Okay, well, enough people thought so that they clicked to subscribe.
1,000 people did.
Okay.
Now, whether is that kind of impact? Now, here's the thing, right? That level of impact, does it does it translate up high? I mean, when you're down at that amount, I mean, I remember it wasn't that long ago, really. Like it seems like that, I only had a couple hundred subs, and that's a long grind in that bit because you don't have any kind of reach. You're not getting the circulation and stuff. So he jump starts that bit. Does it continue at that pace if he continues to do it, or does it not? Because he's already soaked up that bit of the easy, I'll just sub anybody doing comic book people.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I don't know. Tony, you'll have to figure it out on your own. I gotta hop over here, but nice seeing everybody. Nice seeing you, Travis.
I'll see you Saturday there, JP.
I promoted that on my channel.
Yeah, nice seeing you, Perry. Hey, you too, JP.
That was good. You promoted it on your.
No, I heard it. It's fine.
I can't see you.
I heard it.
I see John.
It's actually important that you promoted it on your channel because people should see and hear that you're going to be on Only Slabs this Saturday. Promoting it here, I mean, is really kind of
nobody's going to see this.
But he did say that here. He did say that here.
Well, everybody every once in a while passes by a train wreck and they go, "What's going on over there?" So you might as well mention the fact, and maybe one person hears it and they check it out. But JP will be on Only Slabs this Saturday, 11:30 a.m. Pacific, 2:30 p.m. Eastern. And if you don't come for JP, then come for the greatest weekly giveaway box on YouTube.
Watch to see Chris be angry when Rob pulls giveaway books.
That's right.
Actually, your pulls are massive. They are.
Yeah.
I know my budget for buying stuff for that giveaway bin has grown. What started off as how do I get rid of some of this shit is turned into a greater expense of most of my weekly pull list.
He's actually getting boxes in just for the box to pull.
Yeah.
Nothing for his.
That's because I'm giving away 14 books a week.
Yeah, you get a lot of books to give away every week,
and they're good shit. They're all fucking like minor keys and stuff.
I don't want to win, but
my favorite part of the show is watching Chris's face whenever you pull books out.
Yeah. All right, go back. Okay, it's the one between your two fingers. Pull that out. All right, go back. It's the one behind your thumb. Okay.
It doesn't matter where he pulled from. He's always mad. So. Yeah. All right, I gotta get off here. I got other stuff I gotta get done today.
Love you, JP. I'll see you Sunday.
Later, man.
Thank you.
Yep.
And there you go. Just like that, they said.
Honestly, your pulls are awesome. You pull a good one.
I've been practicing for 52 years.
There you go, baby.
Hey,
I remember when I was 52.
Hey now.
Yeah. You're only 50. Well, you're 52, but you got a better brain than me. I don't know how to do that.
I'm grown up.
Yeah. Really?
Apparently, I don't know.
Bueller.
Yeah.
How's it? How is it? Why are you driving a minivan?
He's not driving a minivan.
It's a bus.
It's a bus. No, that's not the bus. He has two cars. He's
He's
got
in the minivan.
He's got the truck and he's got the minivan and he has the bus.
Yeah, I don't have a minivan. I used to have a minivan. I actually sold my minivan many years ago. This is a regular truck with a truck bed and stuff, and then obviously I have the bus.
So what happened to all the stickers on everything when you pulled off everything? They're gone, right?
There's the ones that are inside the bus. So like I think when you sent me stickers, you sent me a couple stickers. So I think I have a sticker of yours inside the bus, but all the ones on the outside, they're all gone. So
okay.
Yeah.
As long as I got a sticker in there.
Yeah, because I was talking to John earlier today, and I said, "Oh yeah, your sticker didn't make it, but there is one inside the bus and stuff." So, but I'm eventually going to get rid of all those too. So, I'm actually going to remodel the bus inside. I have a different floor plan I'm going to build.
Really?
And, probably do that.
Is it going to have shag carpet and a mini bar?
No, I thought about it. It's going to be a little bit more practical, to be honest. So,
if the vans are knocking, if vans are rocking, don't come and knock.
Go well in the nomad lifestyle, So.
All right. So when you pull all that thing out and tell me, because I'll send you more stickers. I want a sticker in there.
Okay. I'll think about it.
No, you're not gonna think about it. I'm just gonna fucking do it.
Okay. I'll have it. What if I keep them like in an album or something like that? Would that be better?
I don't know. We'll talk about it.
Okay, I appreciate it. So.
Oh, okay, I appreciate you too. What the hell does this say? Yeah, apparently name me your favorite. Okay, Perry, you still here? See, aggressively, that's what the thing is. Perry just takes off. Okay. So Pokemon, I have my son is in Pokemon. He's been doing Pokemon for like 5 years. He's got binder and cut binder, but can binder and binder. I couldn't tell you. Why don't cops pull over minivans?
They don't.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
They do. But then again, I'm in Europe, so.
Oh yeah.
You're more likely to be pulled up by the cops if you drive a work van.
Yeah, it has to be white. It has to have no windows.
No. If you're a work van and your work van is over 20 years old, you're probably a gypsy. So they pull you over.
Oh, see, you Europeans so wrong. We worry about pedophiles. We don't worry about gypsies over here. We worry about illegal aliens. And
well, the cops don't care about pedophiles. They care about gypsies because they obviously have counterfeit purses, and we can't have that. So if they have counterfeit purses, then they get a fine.
We don't care. We don't care about that stuff in this country.
And then how do your cops make money out of pulling people over?
By falsely imprisoning them and confiscating their stuff.
Oh no, you can't do that. That's a very long, hard working process. You just want them to pay a fine.
It's pretty straightforward, actually. All you have to do is walk up to the car and go, "Oh, what's that? I smell something funny." Step out of the vehicle and then drop a. Oh, look at that! Look what I just found.
When you guys get speeding tickets, do you still have to go to court?
No,
you might. You have the option. So if you have options, you can. If you want to try to fight the ticket, you have to go to court. Yes.
Yeah.
But if you don't want to fight the ticket, then no, you can either pay or if you depending upon when the last time you had one, you might be able to go to traffic school and get it waived. But you still have to pay the fine.
Yeah.
But it doesn't go on your driver's record, so you don't get your insurance going up.
Well, we don't get it. That it doesn't affect our insurance. But what it
Oh, it does
what it
here
get
because if you drive unsafely, then they're going to charge you more.
because
How
if
it
you run
should
out
be.
of points, if you run out of points on your driver's license, you can't get a new one for 2 years.
Yeah, they should do that too. But I mean,
They don't do
if
it
you're
that
driving unsafely, it only makes sense that you should pay more for your insurance.
Yeah,
You're higher risk.
and then you have to take 35 hours of driving school classes, and then you have to take 35 hours of driving classes again, like you did when you were 18.
Sure, all that stuff here too. But I'll just go to Walmart and get a gun instead. How's that?
We can't do that here. Unless you're a hunter, then you can buy a hunting rifle.
Yeah. I joke, but in reality, actually, because I live in California, I still have to take, if I want to get a gun, I have to go to classes, and I have to at least to get your permit initially.
Yeah.
No,
After that, I just have to wait 15 days.
You know, here it's virtually impossible to get a handgun.
I know. I was being facetious really with everything else.
Right. But if you want to go hunting, then getting a rifle is pretty easy.
Yeah, and I know every time anybody from the company comes over from Europe, that's all when they come here and we're entertaining them. It's the first thing they want to do is they want to go to the range.
Yeah. Oh, I want the guns. Oh, I tell you, Americans have the guns. Give me the guns. We don't have the guns in Europe.
Yeah.
Anywho, there you go. So, Tony.
Yes, dear.
All your sausage is gone now?
No, I still have 2 packages.
Oh, okay.
So that masala, I know I brought it up before. That masala was awesome. I know it's NATO. I say NATO. You say something else. It has 2 T's. I don't give a shit. But that masala, that was very good masala.
Good.
Hey Tony, that one book that you got that had that David Mack autograph on it.
Yeah, I want to ask you about that.
So just there's only 10 copies of that book in existence.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
That was a special edition holofoil cover that was only made for like individual people and given away to some people and stuff like that from Black Box, and that's one of the 10.
Awesome.
Yeah, David Mack signed it for me when he was here in town. So
yeah, I showed that off yesterday.
Yeah.
And the Superman was that actually Lee?
Yeah, that's Jim Lee.
Thank you again. Again, this is giving me Ganesh.
Yeah. And then
do you guys use that word in Portugal?
The other one with the Superman on was autographed by Scott Williams and Alex Sinclair. And
Which one?
The one with Superman making out with Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
That's Williams and Sinclair are both autographed on that one. The X-Files is autographed by the writer Henderson.
Yeah.
And I think that was it as far as the ones that were signed.
Yeah, you gave me like 5 of them. 5 things. Oh, I have to find them. I got piles here. It's like bothering me here. Yeah, right here. Hold on. Okay. All right. So I'm going to make myself big. No, God, no. Hell no. Okay. So this one here.
Yeah, that's autographed by the writer. I think his name is Henderson. And I think that I had that one done at the Rose City Comic Con about 6-7 years ago.
Sweet. And this one here?
That one is the David Mack. That's the one that's only about 10 of those were made. And it's limited. You couldn't buy them or nothing. They were literally just gifts given out to a certain amount of people and stuff. And they gave one to me and stuff. And then I had David Mack sign it. And yeah, there's just maybe 10 in existence. So, but I don't want.
Thank you very much. And this one here?
Yeah, that one was given to me by the guys at Comic Pro Line. And that was signed by Jim Lee for some reason. He doesn't have anything to do with that book, obviously, but you know, he's the head of DC, so they had him sign it. So whatever.
Yeah, don't worry about. You can save on that one. There's only like 75 million of them. They're worth pennies.
Yeah, but not.
Hey, Rob, I love you, but
not signed by Jim Lee. That's why.
This is true, but you know, whatever. Hey, I'm gonna run off. I gotta go cook dinner.
And that one is the Sinclair and Williams.
There's no there's no chow mein sandwiches around here. Thank God.
You need to get one. God damn it.
No.
Yes.
Travis, what do you think of chow mein sandwiches? Does it sound like the stupidest thing you've ever heard of?
No, they're not. They're delicious.
No, that doesn't sound good.
I don't know how to ship with you. If I could ship you one, I would.
You're putting a cereal product inside another cereal product.
So what's your point? Hey, when I don't know about you over there, but when I get a Portuguese steak, we get rice and fries.
I'm glad I could start this again. See ya.
Yeah, they autographed that. I did my very first panel I ever did with Scott Williams and Alex Sinclair, and this was like 6 years ago at the con. And so we were on stage, and after we did the panel, they both of them signed that for me and gave it to me. So
thank you. Okay, so I think that's the last one, right?
Yeah, well, the Finnish one, there's the Spider-Man that's Finnish.
Spider-Man Finnish. Hold on.
It's the foreign language one.
Yes.
Yeah.
From Finland.
So that one was a I don't know if you remember, you might have been drinking, but that one was a freebie.
Yeah.
Because that one, like the person who sent that to me, they signed it on the front page of the book.
I didn't open it up.
Yeah.
Oh, right here. It's right here. It's right here. Hold on.
And since they sent it to me, I didn't want to sell it because it was like away.
So who signed it?
Just the person who owned the book before from Finland.
Okay.
And so I didn't want to sell it and make money off it, so I just wanted to give it away. So I just threw it in that lot for a bonus.
Oh, that's right. To Travis from Tommy.
Yeah.
Finland 2022.
Yeah.
This is so cool. It actually is so cool.
It is pretty cool. I've got a couple foreign books and stuff. They're not bad, but I don't want them anymore. So, so I'm like, you know, I'd rather have someone else enjoying their collection because all they're doing for me is just sitting in a box in the storage unit doing that.
No, I appreciate this. Thank you very much. I really do.
So I think when it's all said and done, I'll probably have less than a short box full of books, and that's about it. And everything else will be out with other people.
Thank you very much for giving me some history on these. Thank you.
Yeah, I have a lot of books that are autographed, and just throughout the years and stuff, and working with a lot of these people. So it's kind of I'm kind of looking forward to being able to kind of give those out, and pass those along. And a lot of them are personalized to me as well. It's like thanks Bueller or whatever. So I hope people don't mind, but some of those will have my name on it as well. But I'm like, whatever, it's still an autograph.
I don't mind because I get a little piece of I have a little piece of you, and I have a little piece of the person who signed it.
That's kind of the way I feel about it. It's like there's a little bit of history to it. It's not just a generic thing. Most of them all have like a story behind them and stuff. That's how they came to be. Because I'm not the type of guy to just go stand in a line and get autographs. So all the autographs I have something attached to it.
That's a question. It's kind of a stupid question, but a personal question.
All right.
What happened to your vest?
I got tired of wearing it all the time, and I still have it. If it makes any, I have it. I have 3 vests, and the one I wore all the time, I still have it because it has a bunch of names on the back of the vest.
Yeah, that one. The one you had everybody sign and everything.
Yeah. So I still have it. It's not like I just got rid of it, but it's like I didn't want to. I pretty much kind of retired it on the last Coffee and Comics episode that me and Bob did. I thought that was a perfect time to kind of like put the.
No, it's not like I expect you to wear it. and everything. It was just like when I first started, watching you and everything. That was a big. The vest was a big deal for you.
Yeah. Well, you know why I wore it, right?
Is that because the person you lived with at the time?
Well, I mean, my roommate that was renting a room for me, she gave it to me, but she did pass away, and that wasn't why I was wearing it, because it didn't make me look as fat.
Okay, I didn't know that part. I know about the roommate, but I know about the part of you be having a belly.
Yeah, I definitely had a belly, so I was like, I'd wear that vest, and it was kind of hide the.
Why am I big? I don't understand why I'm big. Okay, go.
Yeah, but I mean, that's the reason why I wore the vest, because it made me actually look a little trimmer and stuff like that. So it was very vain. This is the main reason why I was wearing the vest, and then it just kind of became my calling card. So then I just left it on. But that was it. That was the only reason. And then the same thing with the glasses. For the longest time, I wore glasses that they didn't have any lenses in them. They were just hollow. There was no lenses. I just wore them because people would always comment and be like, "Oh, you look tired, or you have bags under your eyes," and that's kind of a family trait. So I wore those glasses to kind of cover that up. And as soon as I did, people stopped saying that. And then eventually, I actually had to wear glasses that have lenses in them. So I was just foreshadowing what was to come. 4 years later. So now I actually do wear glasses, and so I was like, okay, time caught up.
So where's the next place you're going to?
I don't know. There's some stuff going on here that I gotta. My brother's service is coming up here in a few weeks as well. So I can't go very far, because I got about a month in between what's going on this weekend and then when my brother's thing is. So I can go away for a little bit, but I will stay in the state of Oregon and just go to some cool places, because I'll have to come back, and my mom wants me to be here for Easter and stuff like that, which is 2 weeks away from this weekend. So I can't go too far. And then after that's taken care of, then it's kind of open. Although I started dating someone, and they're like a regular person that has a house and shit, so go figure, right?
Oh shit, motherfucker.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, that comes into a little bit of play as well,
She actually has a house?
Yeah, she actually has she has a farm.
Oh my lord.
Yeah, she's got a farm with a horse and llamas and chickens, and she's a CrossFit trainer. She's like she looks like a fucking superhero.
And she knows you live in a van, right?
Yeah, she calls me busboy. But she's enough room for me to park my bus on her property, so it works out.
Oh, awesome. You get a place to you got a place. Okay, so you got a place to park your car, your van, and your truck, and have toilet facilities, and oh my god, it's a perfect deal.
I have toilet facilities on my bus too, by the way. I have a toilet on the bus too, so just in case you're wondering.
No, honestly, I'm only shitting you. Awesome. I'm awesome. Happy for you.
Yeah, she's pretty cool, and we've known each other since last year and stuff, and we just, she's actually like, her place is like my place here in Oregon on the lake. When I come back here and stay, her place is only like 20 minutes away from there. So, and she actually might be with me on Sunday at Jen's service.
Oh, sweet. So where'd you meet her?
I met her online, like last year.
Okay.
And she was just close, and we hit it off, and then like we dated like for a little bit, and then we stopped dating, and then I think I told you I was with that other girl, Liberty. I think I sent you a picture.
Yeah.
Then me and Liberty dated for a while, and then that went to shit. Just to put it bluntly. And then
wasn't the name Liberty a red flag?
No, I mean, maybe, but her full name was Liberty Bliss, so maybe that was a red.
You're not helping.
You were the bliss.
Yeah, but we ended up breaking up right before New Year's Eve, and stuff. And then like a couple weeks later, me and Michelle kind of started talking on the phone again. So, and then when I got back here a couple weeks ago, we've been hanging out quite a bit. So,
For you, thank you.
and she's younger. She just turned 40. So, perfect.
How old are you?
I'll be 50 here in July.
Rob and Rob in the cradle. Oh my god.
Well, right now, for the next few months, we're both in our 40s. The way we look at it. So, but she's, I mean, I'm not kidding, man. She looks like a fucking superhero, man. Her arms are huge. She's ripped. I mean, she's a CrossFit trainer. She's been doing that forever.
Yeah, but you look good too.
Now she makes me look like I'm not even in the same ballpark, dude.
Yeah, but she's still loving you.
Yeah, I mean, she's got like six-pack and everything, and shoulders and.
Okay, so you have a pony keg. No problem. Okay, wait a minute. Do you have pony kegs out west?
What's that?
A pony keg? Okay, so it's a pony. So it was a round container of beer.
Okay.
Which was probably like half a full keg.
Okay.
And we used to call it a pony.
Yeah.
So you're saying that she's got a 6-pack, and I'm saying, okay, so you have a pony. So you have a small, not a full keg, but you have like you have a pony keg.
Sure, if that makes you feel better.
Yes, it does. Okay,
we'll go down that.
So screw you. Okay, it makes me feel better.
Okay.
I'm happy for you, man.
Yeah, she's pretty cool. We get along really well. So, but like I said, she's got a house, and like
and a horse.
And a horse, and she got like a real job and everything, and she's like a regular person. So I appreciate her taking the time to get to know me.
Yeah, no shit, me too. Because you're a great guy.
Well, thank you.
No, don't fucking thank me. Don't fucking thank me for telling you the truth. Fuck that bullshit.
Well, hopefully she's not watching.
I don't care if she is. I'm telling you the truth. Don't thank me for telling you the truth. You think, dude, you're awesome. I've known you for like years. I don't know how many years already.
I don't know. This feels like a lifetime.
I know. Doesn't it feel like a lifetime? God damn it. Fuck me. But you're awesome. You're the okay. I know I'm like half in a bag, but you're one of the reasons why I do a channel.
On behalf of everyone, I'm sorry.
And me too. Me too. But it's an honor to know you. So so don't thank me, okay?
I do appreciate that. Thank you. I mean, I know you just said don't thank you, but I do appreciate that, and trust me, I don't take any of that for granted. Okay, so I appreciate that. It's nice to know that if I've had any influence on people that are doing channels, I'd like to think that it was a positive influence and stuff, and it's very comforting to know that that's the majority of what I've been able to kind of put out there. So I
still don't know why you're sitting in a parking lot in your truck.
I'm at my mom's house, right? I was at my mom's house, okay, and because I'm here in town for the weekend for the thing, and my mom is really obsessed with like Fox News and Hannity. I can't fucking take it, so I just left, and I'm out hanging out in the parking lot at this coffee shop. You're gonna go have coffee until she's done watching her cable news. Because I don't care if you're watch Fox News or CNN, but if you watch either of those channels 24/7, I can't take it. It's just too much. It's like turn the TV off once in a while, okay?
Yeah, same here.
And
same here.
So I was like, I'm gonna go. I'll be back when you switch it over to the Hallmark channel, I guess. Or other one. It's either the Hallmark movies or the House Hunters or Fox News, and it's like almost the opposite at my dad's place. It's like either CNN or the House Hunters or whatever. But it's like,
how's your dad doing?
It's kind of the same thing. There's, I mean, with what he has with everything, I mean, he's not going to get any better. It just progressively gets worse. You know, Parkinson's and dementia and all that stuff. So it's not like you're gonna go and visit one time. Oh, he's better. It's just you just kind of make him as comfortable as you can and try to slow the process.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the world that we're in. So it's a little bit better for the fact that they have some in-home care now. And so it's not as much pressure on my stepmom and stuff, and especially if I'm not there. So they've have some in-home care kind of stepping in a few times a week, and it's something we've been advocating for them to get. So they finally did after I left last time, which is great, and so that's helped out quite a bit. But as far as the prognosis or whatever you want to call it for my dad, it's just kind of the new normal. So
Good.
But he likes his in-home care. He likes the guy that kind of comes and the girl that comes. He likes both of them. So if anything, he's in a better state of mind. Physically, it's gets worse every day, but mentally, he's probably feeling a little bit better. So, but yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, for sure.
But anyway, I'm gonna go get some coffee and probably look at porn at the coffee shop because that's really classy.
Oh, wait. You got a coffee shop you can watch porn?
No, but I was at this coffee shop one time and this guy was watching porn on his phone, sitting there, and I look over at the barista, I go, look down, and she looks over, and sure enough, there he's white knuckling the Pornhub for a good 10 minutes and stuff. And she's like, oh my God, he comes in here with his kids all the time. So anyway, it happens.
Wow, it only happens in your state.
Yeah. But you can't watch it in your state. You have to register.
Isn't the comic shop that has porn called a Hooters?
Yeah, it's a restaurant. There's no porn. Okay, wait a minute. Hooters doesn't have porn. It's just a lot of it's your waitresses have like shorts and tight t-shirts. They're going bankrupt.
Yeah. Well, actually, the waitresses at Hooters eventually do porn. That's kind of that's what you're referring to.
Oh, gotcha. All right, can you guys do me a favor?
No.
Me.
What? What do you want? What's wrong with you?
I gotta go pee. Can you guys keep it going?
Sure.
All right.
All right.
Yeah. Go ahead and go pee. You don't have like some kind of like problem doing that, do you? I mean, is it like a week stream and you're going to be on for 15 minutes?
Okay. One, I mute it because I have a strong stream because all the medication, because I'm old, makes me go pee.
Okay.
You know something? It bothers me that you didn't worry about me having a weak stream.
How old are you? How old are you?
I'm going to be 60 this year.
Okay, yeah, you're right. I'm sorry.
Still.
I still love you, Beulah.
All right. Want to see some European comics?
Yes. Where are you at?
Portugal.
Okay.
All right. It is a cool one. So this is it's sort of a gimmick. My LCS's owner is also an occasional publisher, and he decided to do a series of 3 one-shots that are kind of gimmicky. And this is the second or the third. This is the second one. Yeah. And the comic is got not vinyl, but it's almost they call it vinyl, but it's not. It's sort of a varnish on the collar.
That's cool.
So the point is to do it artistic. So there's a bit of a story, but the idea is that you play with the colors and using the red varnish. So if you touch it, it has a different texture from the rest of the page. There's only 16 pages, but it was $7.50. But it's the gimmick. Well, this is one because there's an English this is also published by my LCS's owner. This is the 10th year anniversary of his first book. So it was the original two-volume, two-album series, and this is the collected edition. And there's actually an English language version of this. This thing won awards and everything, and it was even on TV. It's called the Formula. So the characters look like funny animals, but there's nothing funny about this story. This is drama. The guy's a mathematics professor who discovers the formula to happiness.
Oh.
And he speaks the formula, and people feel happy around him. So there's a cult all around him. The problem is that the formula doesn't work on him. So he gets progressively unhappy, and people take advantage of him, and there's not much he can do about it. So if you go to kbportugal.pt, I think you can find the website turns to English immediately because he has some overseas customers. And you try to find the Kingpin Books part on the site. You'll probably be able to find it the English language version called The Formula. The writer is a TV writer, and the artist is this guy. I want everybody on the planet to know the name of this artist, Osvaldo Medina, because this guy is the best that we have in Portugal, and he can change style depending on whatever he's drawing. In fact, I'm going to show you something different that he did. So okay, so inside this.
Can you open that book to show us the different styles?
Yeah. Okay, so I did this book, and it's like funny animals.
Hold on. Go.
All right. So it's like funny animals, but on this book that he did with another writer, and it's much more realistic, but it's actually more of a dreamscape. So it goes from the real to the unreal.
So who's this guy here?
Osvaldo Medina. This guy's Portuguese. He's the best artist that we have, and I really wish that we could start giving this guy jobs overseas because it's really, really good.
So can we get his stuff overseas?
If you go to my LCS Kingpin Books, there you can buy these books, and if you want to, he'll ship them to America, no problem. But not all of the books that he published are available in English. But yeah, I really wish we could show this guy a lot more because it's really good.
I mean, you hop on all the time, which I appreciate that, and you talk about stuff happening there. Can we pull that to over here?
Yeah, I know that some of his books have appeared on previews in the past. I think it doesn't put out that many books a year. Sometimes he goes two years without publishing a book, and all of a sudden there's in 1 year he puts out 3 new ones. But he has a web presence. So if you get in touch with him and you ask about the books that he's published and if they're available in English and if he has some, he will ship it to anywhere on the planet. It's Kingpin Books, and the website is kbportugal.pt.
Right. I'm like, I want to pull your stuff here. I don't know. I mean, okay. Can you send me that stuff and I'll put it at least in the description?
Sure.
Yeah.
I'll give it to the private chat right now. So Kingpin Books, kbportugal.pt. Actually, let me see if I can get the specific part of the website, because it'll be easier. You can go directly to the start part.
Yeah, because I mean, Yeah, I want to pull. You got beautiful stuff there, and and it's a whole different culture there. I want to pull it over here, and maybe somebody will pick it up. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna post on the private chat the direct link to the part the
Right here.
website where he sells the books that he's edited.
So so Kingpin Books, and then
Yeah.
okay.
All right, and you'll go to the section and you'll see which ones are available in English, and you can order those and they'll ship them to America.
All right. So I'll put these in the description right now.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So let me go over here. Content. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna edit. Okay. I'm gonna put this right here now. Yeah, right here.
The other stuff that I have is French, so you can actually get it anywhere on the internet. You just have to know French.
No, because there's plenty of stuff there that we should bring here. I mean,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the availability of European comics in North America is pretty much dependent on whichever editors you have over there who are aware of what's going on in the rest of the world. But then there are other considerations that they have to take into account because the different format is difficult to translate into a format that most people in America are willing to pick up. Just this oversized hardcover thingy.
Right.
People get confused about it because they all want the comics to be the same size.
In the United States, we get confused about it because we can't get a bag and board for it.
Yeah,
That's the thing.
these are supposed to go on the bookshelf. They're comics that you can show to your normal friends.
So is it more like a trade than a book?
Yeah, it's a graphic novel, so it comes out exclusively as a graphic novel. It's not even a collected edition.
So, oh. How you doing, sweetheart?
What's going on?
I showed you. I showed everybody the stuff I picked up from you, and there were people like, "Ooh, wow, yeah, hey, look at that." So from Saturday.
Yeah. Hey, boa noite, Paulo. Como estás?
Hey, you speak Portuguese?
Yeah, I'm Portuguese.
Oh, another one.
Yeah.
We all show up here.
I missed the I missed the books. I'll have to rewatch it.
Yeah, oh, probably actually. Okay, yeah, I can show
My
them
book,
for you.
his books.
Yes. So
Both.
this one is. Yeah. So this one is kind of an experiment that he did. So it's actually more about the art than the story, because he's got a vinyl ink. The red part is the vinyl ink.
Cool.
This one was the first book that he edited about 10 years ago. This is the 10th year anniversary edition, so it collects the 2 volumes in one. There's an English language edition available, and this guy over here is the best artist that we have. So this book it's funny animals, but the story is not funny.
Okay. Cool.
Because the guy discovers the formula for happiness, and he can use it on anybody to make them happy, but it doesn't work on him.
Okay.
All right, so this one is it's with a different writer, and it's a homage to a famous Portuguese singer. So it's not autobiographical. It's kind of a story with the guy. So this guy with the silver hair, that's the singer. His name is Sérgio Godinho. He used to be a member of the Portuguese Communist Party, but he's actually a nice guy. And there are references to TV shows that he did the musical scores for. So like this tree. This was from a puppet show that we had on TV when I was a kid.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, I'm not sure this one's available in English. It's been a few years anyway. This one is from a different publisher. No, it's from the same publisher as well. It's the same writer from this one, but it's a different artist, Joanna Mosi. It's called The Other Side of Z. And it's more about a girl who's pissed off at the world, but then you discover she has a demon side. She has a very interesting style because it looks
Demon
like
say you say.
Hmm?
Demon say you say.
Yeah.
I guess that's a lot of people, but yeah. So go ahead, man.
She's a she first met her when she was like 21, and she was already very talented because she's an amazing storyteller with the art alone. So I know there's an English version of this one. So I taken these up, but there are a lot more. Because Portugal doesn't usually show up on people's radars when it comes to comic book production.
I know.
Wait, Paulo Costa. Did you say Portugal? Are you Portuguese, brother?
Yeah.
Wow.
He's in Portugal. He lives
He's in Portugal.
Oh, hello, buddy. Tony told me he was Portuguese, and my brother D is married to a Portuguese woman. So.
Oh, nice.
So.
Yeah, because a couple of weeks ago I showed a few of my French language books. This is this is Tarzan, but this was made in France.
Oh, that's
dude,
cool.
I love Tarzan, man.
Yeah.
Is that the Disney one, or is that just the story itself? I'm just curious.
It's this is an adaptation of one of the Tarzan novels, Tarzan at the Earth's Core.
Nice.
So you see here, au centre de la terre.
Yeah, I love Tarzan, man. The story about the man in the jungle.
Yeah, and this is an old graphic novel.
What's that? Something noir. I know that last word, but
yeah, L'Étoile Noire, Dark Star, or Black
Oh, yeah.
Star. The artist, the writer and artist are actually Argentinian. They're both dead now. This is quite old, but it's been reprinted a few times.
And there are
and it's science fiction. And
I like the imagery. Very trippy. I like that.
Yeah,
I will say we have to pay tribute, guys, to a celebrity. I don't know.
And one thing that we have to be in Portugal, we have to. If you're a comics fan in Portugal, you have to know at least 2 foreign languages.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you don't read anything.
Right, buddy. My brother actually speaks fluent Portuguese, by the way, now that he's been with his wife. So, as a matter of fact, Tony, there was one thing I forgot to tell you about the wedding. Now that he just brought up the language thing, the priest that did the wedding was full-blown Portuguese. Spoke the language. That's all he spoke, I believe. We had at the wedding they had to have like a translator woman who spoke the Portuguese but was translating to English.
So they made the whole wedding twice as long.
Basically, yeah. But hey, it was lovely. The look on my brother's face when the bride be coming down. You know, my grandfather. Okay, he's not Portuguese, but he is of Mexican Spanish descent. But he was like looking at me. He goes, "Hey, everyone be looking at the bride. Look at your brother." I look at my brother. This brother is crying. So,
dude, at my wedding, I was sweating like a freaking ice cube in summer. Honest to God. And my father-in-law told my wife, "Are you sure you want to get married to this guy?" Because I was just sweating. I was just sweating. But you don't realize my mother's, because I was like, let's go. So my mother gave me money, called my best man, who was my uncle, my cousin, and my brother. We went and we had Portuguese steaks, and we had pitchers of beer.
Oh,
And so when I got back, I was like, nobody was like dressed. Like, go 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 go. So when I got to the wedding, I'm sweating because I drank all that beer and all everything. I was just sweating, 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 sweating.
that'll
sweating.
do it, dude. I gotta give my brother credit though. He looked like a damn boss, dude. They did his suit well. Dude, now I don't know what you. I know you guys don't know what my brother looks like. He has a channel on YouTube that he used to do rap on, but he's obviously not going to post anything around the wedding. But dude, his suit, the tie situation, he looked like a boss in that suit. The bride looked gorgeous. It looked lovely. I even teared up. Here's the thing: I've been to several get-togethers like that, and I never tear up. My brothers, though, oh, you can bet your bottom dollar I was crying.
Okay. So at a wedding, always look at the always look at the guy.
Always look at the guy, yes.
Always look at the guy. Because the wedding is, like the woman is like, oh, I got the white wedding, got the dress, the whole night thing, and they go thing. But the guy, if the guy's not like freaking dying at the altar,
it's not meant to be, right?
Yeah, he's not. It isn't meant to be.
But
right,
there,
Dave?
my brother
Yeah,
Dave.
I think Dave was sweating like a motherfucker. I think
You were
Dave,
sweating, my brother was crying. I guess it's the same difference. We're going water, but you know.
I think Dave's the same way. I think Dave was like all over himself when he got married.
Well, his name is Darius, but not Dave. But
No, I'm not talking about your brother. I'm not talking about your brother. I'm talking about the guy above you.
Oh, my bad. Sorry, buddy.
Okay, I'm telling Dave. I think Dave was all over himself when he got married.
Yeah, well, I was a little sweaty. Yeah, a little bit. Not bad though.
Dude, Dave, I give
because
you
he meant it. Because he meant it. I'm not saying Davius didn't mean either, but he's not here, and I don't know the guy. But Dave, I know him. I'm telling you, he was sweating his pants.
You know, it's funny.
Yeah.
No, it's funny, Tony. You don't know him, but he's in the same state area you're in. You said Boston, right?
Look at the guy, because the guy is the weaker one.
Yeah. And
everything is about the woman. In the wedding, everything is about the woman. Everything is about the dress. Everything is about the dresses for everybody, all the other girls, and the fucking shoes and the hair. And it's all about that shit. The guy just gets a suit, and he stands there and makes sure he has the rings with him. That's
Dude, I will say though, I gotta give credit to the dress artists. They gave theirs a really cool look. Like, yes, there was the tie, the suit, but they had something attached. There was like a clipped-on thing. It was like shiny and all that on the top of the tie version of the tie. I'm not sure what they call it.
When I got married, I didn't have a tie. I did not want a tie.
Unfortunately, my brother did. That was a requirement.
What'd you wear, Tony? A bow tie?
No, I got the short collar, and I had just that one button right here.
That's why I was done. But my mother said no.
I look like awesome ass, man, motherfucker. I look awesome.
Dude, I
had the short collar, and I had there was a little black button right here to hold the collar together. I didn't have a bow tie. I didn't have a tie. I just looked like ass, not like a bad ass, like a stinky freaking nasty ass. I look like primo ass.
Me, if I were to go that way again and I could do it all again, I would have brought my suit coat, my good suit coat, and I would have had a proper outfit, because let me tell you something. I don't like a monkey.
You didn't have a proper outfit?
I had a proper outfit according to my mother. It was not something I was comfortable wearing. Now,
are you telling me I didn't have a proper outfit?
No. I meant for me, in my opinion, of my image. Okay? You had a proper outfit. You're fine.
Oh, I look good.
Oh, I bet you bloody did. But me, I don't think I looked good at the wedding. Me personally,
I think above you, Dave. I think he had a lot of He had a tuxedo with a lot of ruffles.
No tuxedo. I had a custom suit made for me because I wanted to keep the suit afterwards for future use.
That's what my brother had.
So no, I didn't do that, and I had a rather small wedding. I had about 30 people in it. That's it. So it was
You're lucky. You're
a little
lucky.
more
dude.
intimate, as much as I wanted to make it a bigger wedding, because I have a Portuguese family. It's a pretty big family, as you know.
Yeah.
They had family in Portugal and Switzerland and stuff like that. I wanted to invite, but then that would have been like thousands of dollars more than what I wanted to spend on the wedding. So I kept it small, kept it pretty
Dave, I
intimate,
gotta give you credit,
and
brother.
then
That's
and then
like,
save that money for the honeymoon. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
You didn't bring your family over from Switzerland?
No, I didn't bring it. It just kept it really small. Kept it really small.
Dude, Dave got
And,
lucky. Dave got lucky because let me tell you something. And don't take this as a bad thing, because let me tell you, when we went to my brother's wedding, it was a lot of people. And now, maybe for you it won't be considered lucky, but for me, in my situation of the wedding itself, where my bro is, I don't think I was lucky. I was lucky enough to go there, yes, but it was the unfortunate thing of a lot of people. And the thing is, I don't do well in crowds. I get very nervous. I get that nerve situation because I don't do well in crowds. There was actually an incident, not really an incident, but there was something over at a diner situation called the 99 Diner. I had a near experience to a panic attack. It was because there was a lot of people around.
So what happened to you? Did you throw a lot of pancakes around or something? What happened?
No, I had to leave. They didn't. Before you think when I say I had to leave, that someone ushered me out forcefully. No, I got up out of my chair and I told the people I says, I gotta get the hell out of here. They're like, "Are you okay? What's going on?" And so I walked with my buddy. We walked outside. He's like, "Yo, tell me what's going on." I says, "I'm literally having a panic attack." He's like, "Why? What's going on?" I says, he asked me, he's like, "Did you take your meds this morning?" I says, "Yes, I did, but there's a problem." He's like, "What's the problem?" I'm like, "There's too many people in there." And he goes, "Oh, you don't do well in crowds, do you, buddy?" So I told him that. He's like, "Sit tight. I'll ask the waitress if we can have an outdoor table, okay?" And my buddy's a nice guy. I don't get to see him anymore, but because he actually moved out of state. But but yeah, I am happy I went to the wedding. My brother's married. I'm happy for him. I am very proud of him. That's my brother now, and his wife is a sweet. She's nice. She's very friendly, and the funny part is she can put up with me when I'm rambling on. That's power. To be able to tolerate me, the little brother of the situation, rambling on about random stuff. She's able to listen to me ramble on and still love me like a brother-in-law. So that's power.
I love you too, like a brother-in-law too.
Thanks, Tony. I appreciate it.
Polo, are you married?
Nope.
Don't feel bad, Polo. Join the club. I ain't married. I'm single as a bingo. So
Hey, I'm 45. Ain't gonna happen no more.
Oh, come on.
I'm 26, dude. I don't know if anyone can tell, because some people didn't know. Or speaking of that, Tony, I went over. I don't know if you were on Jigs' panel when I had come out and said I was 26 in front of Vogs, but apparently when I said I'm 26, Jigs' panel like lit up. Like, what? And Jigs is like, "You're young." No, Vogs is like, "You're younger than me."
Okay. You can't go. I love Boggs, but you can't go by anything he says. Okay.
Yeah. How old is Willie? He looks kind of young as well.
So I was like, "Yeah."
Boggs.
Boggs is like, I don't know, but I think he still lives at home. I think he's in that chair, and it just the more he sits in that chair, the more the chair seems to be taking over himself. It's like,
what do you mean?
I love Boggs, but I don't think he's lived a lot of life.
Yeah, don't I can relate, dude. I haven't lived a lot of life either. I'm in a fucking provider home. I don't get to go out. I don't get to go nowhere other than shopping like today and my usual payments.
Okay, You already provide a home, but can't you just go on your own somewhere?
I
Can you
would
just
if I had the money to take an Uber or
no,
something,
no, no,
but
no, no, no. There's no money involved. Can you just walk out the door and go walk?
there's really nowhere to go. That's interesting. It's like you walk and it's almost like nothing.
Yeah, but okay. So if you go for a walk, you don't find anything. Can't you just go walk a little further? I mean, just to like look around and see what people are doing and stuff like shit like that.
That would be possible, except we live in a town where people, if you're like looking funny, people think you're weird and then all that. So,
Hey, people think I'm weird all the time. I don't
like,
give a fuck.
well,
Just
Tony, I understand that, but there's some really crazy people out here. So, I love you to death, Butters. I
those
really
people are
do.
the best people
But,
to get fucked around with. But anyways, I mean,
but I would love to go out in the community. Problem is, I don't like doing it on foot because, like I said, there's some crazy
okay.
people.
So there's the issue. You don't like to go to do it.
Because there's a reason. There are crazy people in this
Yeah,
town.
so am I. Look, I drank a bottle of wine and I'm already pulling a fucking cork on this fucking thing, and I'm going.
I'm gonna type in private chat so it's not publicized. And Butters, please don't read out loud.
Dude, look. I know the autism. Hell, my son's got a full blown, but we made him freaking go drive a car. We made him go to school. We made him all that stuff. But you have to go and just like get yourself dirty. Honest to God, just have to go out there and
I
get yourself.
understand. I do, but look at private chat. That's the reason right there. If you look at private chat, I typed it, but please, Butters, don't read it out loud. Because I know that's a touchy subject for streams. So
Yeah, but they're they're actually dangerous. Okay.
yes, very dangerous people out here. So
Right.
that's exactly why I don't go out
Okay,
anymore.
but
So.
if you were in a nice neighborhood and you wanted to go out, you would.
I would, yes, I would.
And from what I gather, Vox doesn't even want to do that.
Yeah, he just sits in a chair and just gets.
Oh yeah.
It's
Oh,
just
really?
the more he sits in that chair, it seems like it just wraps around him. It's just getting enveloped in that chair.
Yeah, I don't justify for Vogs like, dude, that brother needs to go out. He's got the opportunity. He better done do it.
Yeah,
But-
you need to go out there. You need to get dirty. I know there's no other word. I can't find another word.
No,
Yeah,
I get what you mean, but it's okay.
If you
The
get
damn
dirty,
dirty, touch dirt, touch.
no, yeah, exactly. You touch it, you get involved. You
mush
you see
and
different
matter,
things. You know,
mold
you gotta
yourself
get-
in
go
it.
and
I
get
get
dirty.
that. That's what you mean by it. Yeah, it's like meld yourself with the dirt. I gotcha. So, like, I
mean,
get it.
Dave gets dirty all the time.
Yeah, all the time.
Exactly.
Yeah. But we'll
Follow
say,
me. Look at
I
him.
will say, in my defense for not being able to go out, I do live in a nice neighborhood, same. But the problem is going farther out of my neighborhood, like
Right, so
leaving the street I am on. After I leave that street, no.
all right, but so okay, so do you go walk on your street?
Oh yeah, I do sometimes. It's just I feel empty, just hanging around the street and the
No,
loop
but
online. So,
when you walk in the street, do you go like talk to people on the street?
like in my neighborhood, yeah.
I'm like, hey,
sometimes.
what are you doing? Or if they're doing something, comment out what they're doing or something. You do
Sometimes
these
yes.
things?
Just sometimes yes, but I'm one of those people that I don't like being here's a word for it. I don't like being presumptuous towards people. I know they got their own thing going on. There's people in my neighbors who work from home. There's people in my neighbors that got stuff to do. I don't like being that one stick in their side.
You're not going to be. You're not going to be the stick on their side. If you see them doing something in the yard or seeing something doing there where you can see them, and you ask them about that, they're going to appreciate that you gave them that time because of what they're doing.
Oh, wait, you're talking about yard work, right?
I'm talking about all those things.
Oh well, either way, if it's like yard work, I normally just help them. But
No. See, don't help them. Ask
don't.
them about them. Talk
Oh.
about them. Tell them how they enjoy that type of thing. If you go help them, then you're like,
Well, I only help it. I only help if I have that permission. You know.
yeah. But you need to go and just like, hey, how you doing? Hey,
Yeah, some people
how you
just like
doing?
just a quick little social interaction,
Yeah,
even if it's like
exactly.
a 2 minute short conversation, and that
But
doesn't
yeah,
mean anything.
Well, then you go
I
up.
do have those times. What you're saying, a short interaction. I do. It's just very rare.
So when
So.
you need to say when you see somebody, you go say, hey, how you doing?
I think one of the main issues, and I probably should have mentioned this, it's been winter for a while. No one's come outside, so I may be feeling empty because of that. But
It's spring now. It's spring now.
yeah. But here's the problem, and I ain't joking about this. We got snow. And that's
Oh, tell me about it. I'm in Vermont. I
Hey,
know a
yeah,
lot about snow.
yeah.
we got
It's finally melting.
goddamn time. But here's the thing: we got snow.
Wear a mask. It's been raining. Like it's been raining for
Yeah, it rained a lot today.
4 days.
Yeah.
We got snow last night.
Yeah.
I'm not even joking.
Yeah, it snowed here this morning before I went to work.
In the middle of spring, are you kidding me?
But if people outside, it's just like, hey, you spend like 5 minutes just like associating with them, have a nice day, and you keep going on that time. You know, in that little 5 minutes, you made a connection, and you know maybe you see them again to say, hey, how you doing?
Yeah. All right.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
thanks for the education, Tony. It is 10 o'clock, and you know my spiel. And I am especially going to get off early tonight because the brother, he's been in a very bad mood today.
Who has?
Not my brother Darius. I don't live with him, but my adopted brother I told you about, the provider situation, he has been in a very bad mood today.
Really? Maybe he needs to go outside and talk to some people too.
It's 10 o'clock p.m. I think he's going to go anywhere. But I'm going to get off of here because I don't want to risk pissing him off. So, I mean, it's not the fact that I'm talking to you guys that's going to piss him off. It's if I be too loud.
Yeah,
Even though
it's
he's
always
still
loud.
downstairs.
Okay.
So, I'm not going to risk that. But, Tony, good to see you. Dave up there, good to see you too. Polio, glad to hear another Portuguese man on the panel along with Mr. Dave. Yeah. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time. I'm just sorry I have to leave so soon. It's just, again, my Dr. Bird's been
What's up, Biggie?
my Dr. Bird's been agitated lately, so.
Hey, what's up, Rob?
But I'll see you guys later. Take care. Love you guys. No homo,
Hey, have a
but I
good
love
night.
you.
You too.
Later, buds.
I know Paula must be pretty late over there in Portugal. Is it 3 a.m.?
3 in the morning. Yeah.
Wait a minute. Don't you have a class to teach tomorrow?
No. I start next week.
Oh, gonna say, wow, it's gonna be an early, rough morning.
Yeah, gonna have to, I'm gonna have to wake up at 6 because that thing starts at 7:30, and I still have to take the train.
So what are you doing tomorrow?
Tomorrow I'm gonna finish up some writing because I'm gonna have less time when I start that course. That thing's but I need that thing. I need to find a job in something that I'm not skilled at, but where they are looking for more people, so it'll make it easier to find a job.
So what are you teaching? What are you teaching?
No, I'm not teaching. I'm learning.
Oh, you're learning. Learning what?
The network management.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Sleepy, how you doing?
Hey, what's up, Sleepy?
Oh, we've already had Bueller, so West Coast.
We had everybody here.
Yeah. Oh, here's something different. French Avengers.
French Avengers.
Yeah, so this is it reprints issues 1 to 5. It's Simon and Kirby stuff. So, yeah, you have dialogue in French here.
How did you get that book?
A friend of mine gave it to me.
Oh, that's cool.
Can I buy that book?
Right now, I'm not sure. This is a newsstand comic. But yeah, but it's a soft trade paperback.
That's sweet.
But in France, this is for the newsstand. I think this came out about a year ago. Let me check the English. September 23. Because Panini have the rights to do Marvel in Europe.
But how do I pick up a book like that?
Well, if you go to Paris, go through pass by a newsstand. I picked up when I was a full-time journalist. I picked up a few comics in the airport when they had comics.
Yeah, it's a little easier for you than it is for me.
Yeah.
just a tad.
Mm-hmm.
So okay, so what you need to do is find a URL, a website, something that I can buy that book and let us know.
Maybe Panini.fr or Panini Comics.fr is on. Let me check. Yeah, Panini Comics.fr does have comics, mangas, and magazines. Yeah, Comics Marvel. Yeah, you can go there and see what they have. I don't even know how much they have.
Stick it in the private so I can see it.
Yeah, I'm familiar with the publisher. I know they publish Italian books too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Panini is an Italian company. They're the ones who print Marvel in Spanish, French, Italian, and German.
Yeah,
and they do English language editions for the newsstands in the UK as well.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
French eBay? Yeah, you can try French eBay.
All right.
I just put in the private chat
Yep.
The Panini store. In Panini, they own a studio that produces Disney comics for the European market. So those then get translated and published elsewhere.
Because last time you were here, you showed that Donald Duck or a cape or something?
Yeah, Paperinik.
Yeah, this is awesome.
Yeah, so you can look around at it. I don't know if they'll ship to the US, but you can try.
I hope so.
There's the thing. They do have a lot of stuff, and since these things are in a format that allows them to resell, they have a good back catalog. The real shame is that you can't get stuff from Lug anymore. Lug was a publisher that had the rights to a bunch they were the first guys to publish Marvel in France in 1968. But they also had the rights to a bunch of Italian stuff, and they created their own comics, including some French superheroes. But they're really hard to get now. But some of them are really interesting. And in about 2000, Jean-Marc L'Officier, who was used to be Mobius's agent in California.
Yeah.
L'Officier, he helped the French publisher bring back those French superheroes, and they published them for about a year and a half. And some of those stories were published by Image in, I think, 2006. It's a mini series called Strangers. It has nothing to do with the Strangers from Malibu, but it came out in France. It's written by L'Officier, and it shows all of those French characters interacting. And bonus feature, one of them, as a short story, which is the first intercompany crossover between a continental European and an American character. It's called Wampus versus Nexus, in which Nexus fights an other dimensional demon that came from that French publisher.
Interesting.
I think they did, and I think they even talked about it in an issue of Back issue from Tomorrow's many years ago.
All right, gentlemen, I need to get some sleep.
Yep.
Me too. I got to be up in the morning for work.
Thank you for being here. I really appreciate that. Polo, thank you very much. You're always here for me. Thank you.
I mean,
Dave,
there are comics up there.
For Dave. I can't say the same for the Dave.
Did Steve Rude draw that crossover? No. It was the man. I can't remember the name of the guy, but I can find out. I'm pretty sure I can find it because it leads me. If I look for the name of the crossover, it leads me to Luficio's website. Yeah, the art is by Jay Stevens.
Are we all set?
And we're all set. Yeah.
All right. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being in the chat. Thank you for being here. Bolu, Dave, thank you.
See you later.
See.
You know, all my girlfriends say he'll break my heart, but they don't understand. No, they don't. Not really.
Boom. I don't expect you to